Oh. Madre mía. Me parto. Ah, yo creo que tiene 100% de precisión. Oh, yeah. 92.000 puntos lleva uno. Ahora, lo gente, esperaos. Creo que si cae uno no pasa nada, ¿no? No. Ha matado uno, bueno. Vale. Un sopramanu. Vale, un sopra Catwoman también. Y remolino. Manu, ok. Manu, tío, que yo estaba jugando aquí con las pizzas, eran hamburguesas, cabrón.
Pero que da igual, que se te encargue y ya está, empieza en 10 minutos, tranquilo.
Vale. Sigo jugando entonces. Vamos a jugar.
Vale, dale al menú para invitar a los amigos. Y abajo de abandonar grupo y salir te pone iniciar vídeo. Le das ahí y ya.
¿Cómo que iniciar vídeo o qué?
Vale, le das a donde lo de plugins y todo, ¿no? Los amigos.
¿Y qué pasa?
Lo de ajustes y todo ello. Y te pone abajo de abandonar grupo y salir, te pone iniciar vídeo, ¿no?
No sé. No lo estoy mirando ahora. Estoy matando hamburguesas. ¿Y para qué sirve eso?
Dale en esto.
Pero que no quiero.
Uno creative. Vale, no. Y uno creative. Ya te va ahí.
Estoy matando hamburguesas gigantes.
Yo prefiero las de YouTube,
¿Qué has dicho?
Yo lo prefiero ver desde YouTube.
A ver, no puedo.
26, 18 y 25.
Vale, perra.
Vale, en un minuto comienza.
¿En un minuto?
En YouTube comienza en un minuto.
Supongo que en los todos
Lo
igual.
he visto en Fortnite comenzaba en 10 minutos.
Vale, ya.
Yo voy a tener los dos abiertos.
Esto me recuerda al Pau, tío, te lo juro, Esto me recuerda al Pau, tío. Lo de las pizzas estas y hamburguesas.
Me recuerda más al... ¿Cómo es que se llama este juego que tenías que disparar?
¿Me han matado, hacker? Vale, ya está, ya he empezado. Ya he empezado.
Que tenías como una avioneta y tenías que destrozar todo.
Ya ha empezado esto. Ya ha empezado el torneo. Ah, no, 5 minutos pone.
Aquí comienza... Pero ya tendría que comenzar.
Ya, pero quizás hacen lo mismo que aquí, que salen algunas cosas y ya está.
Es de julio y 25.
5 minutos.
Para mí no se me carga la transmisión.
5 minutos para el torneo. Yo estoy matando hamburguesas mientras.
Vale, pero tú has esperado...
¿Cuánto era el premio? Millones, ¿no? ¿10 millones o 1 millón?
No sé cuánto es, porque es el primer día de la World Cup. Tío, porque le digo, en vez de decir World Cup, le digo World Cup, tío.
Es la final, de la World Cup. ¿Quién está clasificado? ¿Te fuiste clasificado, no?
Sí, pero sabes que está ahí, está nuestro Tito... ¿Cómo es que se llama?
¿Quién?
¡Eh!
Prisionero no está, ese no se ha desclasificado. Españoles creo que no hay ninguno,
Pico, que es nivel 26, Fortnite.
Españoles no hay ninguno, clasificados.
Iniciar transmisión de vídeo,
Manu.
toca el vídeo.
Españoles no hay ninguno. Solo hay ingleses. Y japoneses, supongo que alguno también habrá. Pero españoles no se ha podido llegar ninguno a la final.
Que sí, que sí está.
En español habrá, ya está.
Vídeo, toca el vídeo.
Yo creo que gané Mongrel o te fue.
Ah, mira, ya está, ya está. Pero aquí está la de creativo. Que aquí está el creado. Listo.
Ahora de creativo este.
Esa es la de creativo y esta no, creado. Para el creativo. ¿No te acuerdas de Rubio?
Ah, sí, ya me acuerdo.
Pues eso.
Eso era Sega en español, sí.
No, pues voy a quitar la música y voy a...
Joder.
Ah, que se escuche el juego. Efectos de sonido, vale.
Eso para Ryan. No, Ryan no, porque si no habrá mucho ruido, prefiero
¡Hala,
que solo
4
personas ya está.
Fortnite, Gigi, Manu, dime. 4 personas. ¿Pero qué pasa? Así me hace más ilusión seguir subiendo directos. ¿Qué tal? Pues bien, aquí grabando. ¡5! ¿Qué pasa? Me rayo.
Hermano, se motiva. También tengo 5 personas.
¿Qué 5 personas?
Hermano. Hermano, madre mía.
Ah, sí,
Manu,
famoso, Pika.
¿estás contento?
Pues no te voy a negar yo que no estoy contento, ¿eh?
No me entra la de esto.
6, que 6. Que viene la gorda.
Qué gorda.
Que me mata la gorda.
Sí, estás matando en serio las cosas estas.
No, me mata.
No sé por qué no me carga el...
No comienza el directo de Fortnite todavía, ¿verdad? No.
No me carga, Manu. A mí. Luego transmisiones de vídeo.
Bueno, comienza, mira, todavía está así. Y luego de esto, pues estoy esperando hasta que cargue el resto. Ya comenzó.
Obviamente me ha cargado, pero ahora no sé, 6 personas. Falta poco ya, faltará un minuto por ahí. Espérate poco, veía que faltaban 5. Mira, ya ha cargado. Uso para Germán.
A mí no me ha cargado nada. Visita.
A mí se me ha cargado. Que tú eres Manu y a los manos no se les carga.
¡Ah, Victorio!
2 minutos quedan, 2 minutos. Quedan 2 minutos.
Bueno, en 2 minutos ya se me cargará, supongo.
Sí.
No.
Ah, es verdad, bueno, da igual, Germán, te lo doy. Hostia.
Los 25 son nivel 25.
9 personas, madre, 9 personas ya. A ver, ya a mí ya se me carga. Cuando quiera le puedo dar. Quedan 2 minutos, ¿qué hora es? Un saludo para Juan. Hay 30, yo creo que a media se carga, ¿eh? Sí, a media se va a cargar. A las 6:30 empezará entonces.
Han puesto a 25 y así ni medio.
Pues, tardarán un poco.
¿Cómo se dispara?
Mira, se me sale abajo izquierda. 1 minuto y 14 segundos. Pero una pregunta, ¿este torneo se van a matar o solo es de creativo? Una carrera de creativo.
No, solo tienes que hacer parkour de creativo, claro.
Ah, vale, o sea que se van a matar. Bueno,
Aquí no viene la chicha, esta es la...
¿Y la de chicha cuándo viene?
La de chicha viene mañana y pasado.
Mañana y pasado son las de chicha, vale.
Claro, porque mañana es la de solo. La de World Cup de solo.
Ay, me he matado. Bueno, aquí tienen que ganar el español, ¿eh? Aquí como no ganan el español, mal, ¿eh?
Perdón.
Aquí tienen que ganar el español.
Hoy estamos a... Ah, vale, que hoy a las 4 también se da la Pro Ham. Y mañana...
A las 4, pero a las 4 de la madrugada.
No se pone a las 4 pm, pero creo que de allí.
PM... Hoy, PM... Buah, no sé.
Claro, y mañana es la de dúos y la de solo.
PM, pues entonces ya ha pasado la otra.
Bueno, ahí todos...
Pues veremos... que esta es la... No viene chicha, pero igual.
¿Por qué no escucho nada? Es la pregunta.
No sé, 10 segundos ya, ¿eh? 10 segundos. Le doy ya.
Nada.
Buah, esto se ha petado esto, ¿eh? En el directo se ha petado. Ahora ya, aquí, están aquí. A ver si vemos a Keroro. No sé si se escucha mucho, ¿eh?
Sabía que soy nivel 1 de la gente. Pero es que en el YouTube no se comienza nada. Ay, 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 ay. Voy a reventar algo, Que no
Escucha
lo voy a
poco,
ver.
espérate. Escucha
Reviento
poquísimo.
algo, te lo juro.
Vale, intento entrar de nuevo, intento entrar de nuevo. Bueno, en teoría se debería escuchar más el... Esto.
Pero es que todo tienes que volver a entrar y todo eso, no lo sabes, ¿no?
¿Qué?
En teoría se tendrías que escuchar a ti más.
Te bajo un poquito el volumen. A ti. Manu.
Ya era media hora para... Vale.
Vale, a ver si me carga ya esto.
Ahora bien, ahora bien. Bueno, da igual que nos escuchen, que están comentando, ¿no? Chavales, ¿para qué queremos escucharlo?
Habrás jugado 76, Juan. El 76, el 4 no es multijugador. Vale, así que te escucha más fuerte. No, pero son mi directo. Venga, chavales. Vuelvo a recordar, ¿vale? Este es la final, pero de parkour. Mañana estará y pasado. Mañana será la de solo y pasado la de dúo.
Para que os enteréis, mañana, o sea, hoy es la final de... La final de la de creativo.
De creativo, de parkour. Gran parkour, en teoría.
El mapa del club, básicamente,
Quien no sepa inglés, bueno, pues que se aguante.
soy un
El
show.
directo va un poco mal, el de Fortnite, tío.
Un show.
Se va parando porque sí.
Me invita Mark. Y ahora me invita Mark, ¿sabes?
No invites a otro. No invites a otro, hermano. Pues si no se peta. No invites a otro porque se peta. Se peta el chat. No quiero tanta gente aquí hablando.
No sé, yo no estoy haciendo tanto.
Hay un motivo ahí bailando todo el rato. Madre mía. Madre mía, el tío ese. Está loco. Kouto, Tomoya, Uishi, Dreakus.
Mira la cara ese Parguela. Mira la cara ese Parguela. Mira la cara ese Parguela.
Se tiene un poco de caras ahí, sobre todo los dos en medio. No hay subtítulos aquí. Bueno, pero están presentando una squad, creo. Sí, están presentando las de squads, los equipos.
Soy un sub de...
Se parece tonto el tío este, Parece tonto, A Rubius. Ah, Rubius está ahí. Ese Rubius. Grande. No, Dani, eso somos dos, pues si no se peta. Que no voy a invitar a nadie, chavales. Siendo dos ya somos suficientes. Venga, Rubius. Rubius tiene que ganar, venga.
No, si Rubius no va a jugar.
Keroro y Rubius, esos son grandes.
No, lo que van a jugar son Betezor, Ryan Franta y Sino que están representando todas las squads y Rubius
Sí.
como el líder, pero no juega.
Que no vas a invitar a nadie, no me invites aquí el torneo.
Pero poner el pescado vuelco, por lo menos, que no pongáis el normal.
Dani, pero porque Manu está en directo también. Estaba todo el rato con él. Ostras, este tío no sabe hablar inglés, tío.
Si son ingleses. Vale, estos son los ingleses.
Mira, tío. Me encantan los muñequitos animados ahí bailando.
No, pero que no son muñecos.
He pensado con las probotas, Con invitar. Que no voy a invitar. ¡Ostras! Uno de Face Clan.
Claro, no te habías dado cuenta.
El Cizorth.
Si tiene la camiseta puesta de Face, contado.
Ya, no, por eso lo he dicho, porque lo acabo de ver ahora.
No, pero antes.
Ah, bueno, no lo he visto antes, no me he fijado.
Que el tío eres tú.
Un momento, si te escucha bien.
El malo de que...
Ah, sí, se te escucha. Se te escucha un poco bajo, pero bueno. Si hay un viejo ahí, que ese tío tendrá 40 años, pero qué narices. ¿Por qué juega uno de 40
Mira,
años?
ese es el muñeco animado, ese es el anuncio de fondo.
My group of players were the first people to qualify.
Ese no es una
Tyler.
persona, ¿verdad? Porque así
We got
no.
the godfather of death runs himself, Scissors, on our team, so we're definitely
¿Pero
gonna take this
vais a
longer.
jugar ya o tengo que cagarme en vuestra madre?
Some strong words.
Mami, a los helados.
Confidence coming out there. So we're going to continue on, and Runkum, they're on the floor right now. They're serving it up. It's time for the trick shotters of the Little Whip Warriors, led by team captain Ninja.
No,
And they
¿Ninja?
are
¿Ninja?
on a trick shot map.
Y un face de chino, sí.
Out of all of them,
Otro de face chino.
That's right, man. You got team members Taco, Phase, and Taldex 7-2-3. These guys are insane now, Ninja. I mean,
Hay un chino, tío, en el clan de face. ¿Desde cuándo hay un chino? Y encima tiene 10 años ese chino, tío. Tiene 10 años, tío. Un saludo para Alejandro. No, Alejandro, perdón, pero si es que ya somos muchos moderadores en el canal. No me hace falta más, gracias. Más adelante quizás, bro.
Bueno, y a mí no me has dado moderador.
A ti te lo he quitado.
My name's Kaz. from
Tú lo
Team
eras.
Little Whip Warriors.
El Kaz.
We're the most skilled.
¿Quién es ese chino, tío?
Me lo has quitado porque has querido.
No, no, porque la liabas.
¿Qué?
Ay, pero estos muñecos animados me rompen la cabeza,
Pero que no son animados, es una persona.
No, no, pero al principio... Luego sí, cuando salen los personajes sí que sale una persona de verdad. Pero luego está el animado, que se ve.
Ya, pero eso no está en la...
Ya, ya.
Es que los presentadores.
Vale, aquí no conozco a nadie.
No, si solo conocemos a primero
Conocemos a Rubius, Keroro, Ninja y ya está. No conozco a nadie más de momento. Yo sé el clan, pero de momento...
El chino ese es nuevo, es nuevo.
No sé. Y es que yo de Face conozco a los de CSGO, no los de aquí. Bueno, pues de momento están presentando los equipos. Están presentando los equipitos.
Ese sí que son animados. Mar, ¿qué quieres? Que ahora mismo no estoy, que ahora mismo no puedo. Estoy viendo en directo la
Awesome. We're going to continue forward because we still have a couple more teams. The Llama Record Company is next, and this has some familiar names for the Fortnite scene. Led by Hand of Blood from Germany, they competed on a 4-minute apocalyptic map where they had to survive, so not really a surprise to see Svenos, Carnifex, and Alex JJ there.
Madre mía, tío.
Of the Battle Royale
Está bien
format.
juego con Lolita para el torneo
No.
Es que jugó con Lolito...
No, no me acuerdo. El Alex.
No, el sin eso, el que tenía la banda roja.
No sé quién dice.
Que hizo un juego de PvPs con él que le...
No, es que no sigo mucho a Lolito yo.
You mentioned that about shoes from Spanos because when I met him in Poland, he actually was wearing these gold shoes. So we'll see maybe if he can pick up something gold later. But again, no surprise that this team qualified the Serato.
Eso para Juan. Ah, vale, el de antes. Alex, ¿lo conoces? No, parece que español el Alex.
Tira tus sus que se pasen por mi canal.
Que no, que se queden en el mío.
We're gonna win this one because we have 3 pros in our team.
Yo que se pasen, no que se
German
estén
that is very
ahí.
intense and aggressive for spawn down.
Ya, lo supongo, Juan. Que impresionado, ¿no? Ninja, te fue no hasta aquí, no.
¿Qué se dañan acá? What the fuck?
No me digas esta.
Que sí, que se dañan acá.
Espérate que aún no la veo, aún no la he visto. Ostras, es verdad. ¿Qué hace ahí? Yo te alucino, tío.
Con un chino, con un niño y con un que parece que...
Madre mía.
No podía estar con el
These
equipo
teams
más perdida
competed
porque no...
on a speed run. They had to clear 100 checkpoints as fast as possible. And the top 2 joined them. That was Fort Turtle and Stuart, like
Pues sí que-
so very experienced.
En creativo muchos españoles, pero luego en en solo y dúo no hay ninguno.
A ver, porque en plan, solo y dúo, en plan, no les conocen ni Dios. O sea, les
Un
conocen...
saludo para Luis David.
Tío, todo el rato tus saludos y yo no saludo a nadie, tío. Qué penoso.
Ya, pero Dani, si él estaba antes, ¿sabes? Ostras, este niño, tío. Si tiene 10 años, ¿qué hace aquí?
No sé. Eso es un team competitivo.
We got one more team to join us on the floor. It's my personal favorite
Sí, ya lo sé.
moniker. It's the Lockman's Cuddle Crew, and he's joined by 3 players, MSYB, Clitex, and Sandy
¿Sí?
from Slovenia. Rocky's Landing was one of the second
Hostia, los
best
4,
in
los
the
4.
trials, and it was a
Por eso
beautiful
el
match.
Team Cianic.
Lachlan, excuse me, had Lockheed's landing up for grabs and up for the test of all the players. You can see they've got the
Hay un alemán por ahí.
This ragtag
Y un ruso, hay un ruso. Ah, no, no, es un... Es no me acuerdo cómo se llama el país. De Croacia, de Croacia. Sí, sí, el Sandy este, el X Sandy es de Croacia. Que sale la bandera. El Clitax es de Alemania. Uno de Reino Unido y el otro no me acuerdo.
Ah, quiero verlo, ¿sabéis? En plan...
I'm Clitex from Team Cuddle Crew, and we have the best team synergy. Even though our name is
Este es el alemán, el alemán.
Mira, que me da igual lo que digas.
Ah, vale, pues entonces no. Parecía Croacia, tío.
¿Qué hace? Encima yo no escucho nada, ¿sabes?
Que parecía Croacia esa bandera.
With what you're going to be seeing, it's going to be a really, really great weekend, and today is going to be amazing.
Well, it's like the team captain surprised us with their beautiful maps. I'm excited to see all of them, how they contribute to the game. Lachlan, of course, he did have an opportunity to play at the Creative
¿Cuántos equipos hay en total, tío?
So we'll see what he brings to the table, what kind of experience he brings to the table.
Y bueno, mañana estarán los torneos ya con chicha, de PvPs y todo. De matarse. Este es de parkour. Ya, Manu, Manu, lo que acabo de decir. De todo lo que acabo de decir.
Que mañana la chicha, mañana
Head to
la
Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotation options covering a selection of diverse players. We want you to be able to watch the way that you want to watch.
Te fue aquí no está, ¿no? Esto de aquí. No, los equipos ya han acabado todos los equipos. Tengo... Sí, han acabado todos. Tengo 15, Juan.
15 que...
No, ¿Y cuántos días hay de creativo? ¿Cuántos? Aquí pone día 1. ¿Cuántos días hay de creativo?
uno.
Ah, vale. Es que ahí pone day 1, día 1, pues no sé.
Claro, porque son 3 días.
Ah, vale, claro. Claro, sí, sí, ya lo acabo de pillar, lo acabo de pillar.
El primer día...
Sí, de creativo, el segundo el otro, vale, vale, ya está.
I'm surprised we're standing
Claro,
still.
tío, ponen esto en directo.
If you guys aren't feeling the hype right now, you need to open your eyes because this is it. 10 weeks of qualifiers, 8 weeks of creative qualifiers have led us to this very weekend. The Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City. We're gonna walk away with world champions. I'm so excited. I could not be happier right now.
And not only that, we are outside of the fan festival having a blast. Everybody's doing all sorts of fun activities. All the people are getting inside, starting to get ready for the show, get in the bleachers, start watching some creative action, and then later, of course, the pro-am. It's a blast. Make sure you're coming down here and joining us.
Me da igual todo, mía.
Madre mía, el cosplay de esa tía. Hay un cosplay. Me he excitado con la cat. Joder, que no lo... Ah, sí, está ahí atrás.
I just practiced with my team yesterday and things went pretty good. And we didn't have as much time as I thought we would do, but we played
España,
really good,
España.
so I'm pretty excited.
That's awesome. Team synergy is definitely important now.
Que ganes, que tiene que ganar Rubius. ¿Rubius está en directo, ahora que lo pienso, o no?
Do you have your eye on anybody?
The Death Run map, I think, is going to be the most competitive. So, yeah, I'm excited to do the Death Run.
Bien, ya está en directo.
So, I mean, Scissors is very well known for his death runs. Do you think you'll have any competition with him?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard beating him, but my map.
¿Dónde vas a verlo mejor?
So, I think my teammates have a good chance.
Well,
Vale.
I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Zeke and Bala, back to you guys.
Oh man.
Ya, Katy, ya me acabo de
The
contar.
hype is building. Now guys, the show is getting ready to start, but there it is. You've got the 32 players, 19 countries represented across 8
9 continentes. Ah, country no, países, 9 países.
creative finals are about to again, you ready?
And ready, Zeke.
I'm ready to run
Creo que ha
inside, so
dicho.
without further ado, let's send it inside to kick things off.
Es que las skins de la World Cup tendría que ser el estilo de la FAMA.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ya. Hombre, anuncios de Fortnite. El nuevo coche. Viene con lanzagranadas. Madre mía.
Coblentío, por favor.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? How you feeling today? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Welcome everyone to the Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and I couldn't be more happy that you guys are here in my hometown of New York City. It's actually quite nice for me because that means I don't really have to travel that far from here. It's pretty cool. That being said, we have a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening here today. Not only do we have the Creative Showdown, but we also have the third Fortnite Pro-Am that's about to go down. It is going to be incredible. You got some of your favorite content creators. They're going to take that stage and battle for your entertainment. Now, you know that we saw a few of the players that were coming out here. We actually have one that you all may recognize standing by with Pookie. Pookie, who you got for me?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am up here on the main stage with Ninja. Familiar faces.
Ninja, yeah, Ninja.
Let's hear it. How excited are you to be here today at the World Cup Creative Mode? This is something different for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I haven't really done too much creative, but I've been playing a lot with these guys, obviously, the last 48 hours, and no, I'm really excited. I think we got a really good chance, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Now, tell me a little bit how your team came together.
Yeah, I checked out their clips for the trick shots that they
Pika, retira lo dicho a Marcelo, lo tomo con aburro yo.
Vale.
Me quedo callado, tío. Es cuando hago las cosas solo me quedo callado.
So, team cohesion is an all-time high.
No sé. Porque la mayoría están jugando.
Ninja trick shot warriors, really.
That would have been awesome, but there's no. I mean, there is a ninja skin kind of in the game, so we could have done.
No.
Maybe some of that. That's all good. I like a little whip. I love a little ice cream.
And anybody that you're looking forward to facing off against here today?
Everyone here.
Yo quiero ver a Rubius hablando inglés.
Red Bull competitor, essentially, and Scissors because he talks a big game. That's it. Yeah, those are the guys looking out for the most.
He does talk a big game. Let's see if he can back it up today. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best of luck. Golden Boy, what do you think?
Well, I think that's pretty awesome because the good news is we got 8 great teams that are going to be playing for a $1 million grand prize in 3 very creative modes, which means today's really all about fun.
Lo que es solo un parkour y ya está, ¿o qué? ¿O cómo?
And none other. We got Monster, Sundown, over at the cast booth. Take it away, fellas.
Ya. Pero solo un parkour, mira Ruby, mira lo que bonito. Madre mía, ¿esto dónde ha salido? Este es un playero. Perro flauta. Este es un perro flauta, ¿eh? El Sundown. Solo abajo.
Yes, after the 8 trials now, what you will be seeing on the stage will be 4 sets of 3 matches and 2 never-before-seen maps, and a little refresher coming from the Creative Showdown there with Sky Station Showdown. It's going to be incredible.
That's right. So you guys have seen the Sky Station before. Lucky for them, they get to kind of come in here prepared, kind of prepped up, but there is so much more that is going to happen that has been unveiled today.
Oh, and I mean, seeing the adaptation across these sets is going to be incredible, and they're going to get a chance to revisit them at the end with a little remix, but we'll get into that here in a second. Let's check out the overall scoring and how these guys are going to be competing and how they will win. So, as we said, that first set is Sky Station Showdown. Junkyard Juke will be the second one. Set 3 will be a never-before-seen World 1, and then set 4 will be the Golden Game. Now, the Golden Game will comprise of a singular match from each one of the other 3 with, as I said, a nice little remix on it. And the Golden Games is worth a golden llama, while all of the other sets are worth a singular silver llama. How do those llamas add up, Monster?
Yeah, you want to accumulate the most llamas throughout each set. We're treating each set as its own individual thing with a couple games in between. So they're going to get a couple runs at it, and you just want to do the best in every set. get those llamas so you can take it all home.
Yes, now the winner of the set will go through, and in case there is a tie, it will come down to that golden llama. The golden llama will trump all. Now let's get into the prizing, which will also determine a little bit of the scoring. We'll take a look and we'll throw that up there for you. And the way it ends up working is from top to bottom. Each one of these contestants will be winning money. So everyone is a winner in there, but first place ends up deciding that. And this is per the individual matches, and it's cumulative. It won't carry over through the sets, but there's
no, mano, no puedo porque me tendría que salir. Míralo tú en el apartado y ya está. El primer puesto es $55.000. O sea, que este es el poca chicha, este es el... Bueno, todos se dan dinero, así que... Pues... Un público rápido. Bueno, te invito, Manu. Ah, lo pongo en público.
Vale, ya está.
Vale, lo pongo en privado nuevo. Maldito Manu, te lo juro.
Que no sé, que de repente soy la conexión, tío.
Ah, tengo que mirar otra vez esta cosa.
A ver, no, todavía no ha comenzado.
Ya está. No, ya entra nuevo, tranquilo, ya entra nuevo.
But there are also some combat aspects. So we've seen Sky Station Showdown before. You know, there's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say advantage, but there might be a little more at home when you're actually firing bullets, building out, and trying to get those rotations in.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot underestimate any of these teams. These guys grind, and they all play Fortnite. But let's go ahead and take a look at the format here so we can kind of see a run on how they take these victories.
So now the VIP will be those creative captains, and they have to be the one in the capture point, uncontested, to score points. They will get 3 points per second in the initial hills, and then the first team to 1,000 points, or the highest scoring team by the end. And also, the creative captains will be wielding the infinity.
El punto A, B y C, 3 puntos por segundo.
They have to get to the capture points A, B, and C, which will give 3 points a second, and then 7 minutes into the round, point D opens up, where you will get a lot more, right? 12 points a second. That is what you want to do. You want to go for the point D on the map. That's your comeback, or that's your lead taker.
Yeah, you can see a lot change when that opens up at 7 minutes, but now we're going to go in an overview for those of you who are unfamiliar and didn't get to watch it at the Summer Block Party. We got you. Zeke, catch us up.
Cada uno tiene una isla. Tú, que parece esto Minecraft, que parece Skywars, tío.
Sí, esto es Skywars de toda la vida, sí, esto es Skywars,
Esto es Skywars de toda la vida, tío.
Esto es Skywars, tío. Qué guapo. Nostalgia, nostalgia,
Ah, claro, tienen que esto.
No, eso parece más un Edwards.
Solo faltaría el huevo, pero bueno.
Vende huevo eso.
Ah, claro, el que coge. Ah, vale, es un Edwards de la vida. El que se coja los tres, o el que se haga más. Claro, el que tiene que hacerse 1000 puntos. El que se haga 1000 puntos.
It's the rest of the team's job to make sure the VIP gets to the capture circle and stays there as long as possible without being eliminated. With 3 capture circles across the map, teams have to strategize to figure out which point they'll be able to hold. Pay attention to your surroundings, because if lots of teams are fighting for the same point, there could be an open circle elsewhere. Hold up. Did I say 3 capture circles?
Vale, Gref ya ha empezado el directo, vamos al directo de Gref y ponemos estamos en directo. Vamos al directo de Gref y ponemos estamos en directo. Bueno, estoy en directo. Ya está. Ya es como entra gente.
¿El de Gref está en directo?
Sí.
Sí.
Love seeing that and getting a quick rundown of how the teams can go about playing. Now, Monster, I have to ask you, knowing the rules now, seeing the maps, seeing the teams, who is your team to watch out for?
No, early on, I thought the Little Whip Warriors and the Fish Ram were going to do good, but hearing from Raven's Revenge, Gotaga now, I'm just shifting towards Raven's Revenge here. They swayed me. Their entrance has really swayed me.
They definitely had a lot of confidence down there in Gotaga and can be very competitive at a drop of a hat. My team to watch, the Llama Record Co. Alex JJ Carnifex, you heard him talk about it, 3 competitive veterans and a very aggressive German. That's a combination that I want to see on Sky Station Showdown. Now, we've done a whole bunch of talking, but
ya, tanto ninja. Empieza ya, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is it. We are loading in. Everyone's hopping out, and they are actually familiar.
Ruby está ahí.
So we're gonna see the strategies off the bat here. Let's see who can take away and break away with that early lead you saw there. Nice wide shot of all of our captains here. There it is. Little Whip Warriors in the lead off the bat.
El de Rubius era el pollo, ¿verdad? Rubius está segundo. No, tercero. Vale, empiezan con ese punto de nuevo. Venga, el equipo español tiene que ganar. Van primeros, los españoles. Y nos ponen a ninja, Vamos primeros, cuidado. El ninja va segundo, Ay, que como ganemos,
Ahí está Tito Rubius que la ha matado. Ojalá que quiera haberla matado, se queda el punto solo para jugar y 104 puntos llevamos ahora mismo.
Yo voy con retraso, yo tengo 96. El equipo ninja es bueno, no, el equipo ninja va perdiendo. Hay un equipo que solo tiene 9 puntos, tío. El de la Cat solo tiene 9 puntos.
Madre mía, que matan los pescados. Los pescados van primeros, campean, van a matar el Corozal, lo matan. Contra aquí y no puede.
Los peces van muy bien, los peces. Los peces van demasiado bien. Hola, el ninja que está remontando. Pero para que comentar la partida se ya la están comentando, Manu. Los ingleses ya la comentan. Va. El equipo de ninja va muy bien, El equipo de ninja va muy bien.
He has to clear out the point. If there's someone on it, you're not going to get anything.
Right, and as soon as you're up there, teammates are not building for you. You're exposed for the entire map. Everyone else is able to see you. You can see Alrubius going in, but the double pack.
1000 puntos sin conseguir, qué burrada, No está consiguiendo ninguno puntos,
Ojo, cuidado que se pone por ahí el Tito Rubius. Van cuartos. Oh, van quintos.
That's impressive, but I wonder who the first biggest is now. That's like, is there a statistic for that? Like, you go down the line? But one thing I do want to note for Hand of Blood, look at the eliminations coming out of the Infinity Blade. Already sitting on 7 and being aggressive. And the more he gets that siphon going, the better.
Ahora pueden conseguir puntos, los pollitos. Ahí, consiguiendo puntos.
able to hold the top, and now
Están consiguiendo puntos, están consiguiendo puntos.
they're only about like 10 seconds or so behind the Funky Fighters.
Buah, ese quien consigue puntos aquí se forra, Quien llega aquí, quien está en un punto ya se forra puntos, tío. Quien está en la zona esa.
They're doing a very good job of making sure they go at the same time. Being patient, doing everything he can to try and find an outlet, but he doesn't want to commit before his teammates are there. He's waiting for Kutu. There they are. Kutu coming up with a
La dan en cat, solo tiene 21 puntos, tío.
We switch back over to Scissors just chopping it down, but the fish fam is a sushi there as the retake happens.
That is actually crazy. Watch him kind of wait there, prepare the ambush. His team comes up and they collapse on the point, and bye-bye Fish Fam.
And notice they had enough mats to completely encircle the top, but the Infinity Blade will be able to...
Madre mía.
So instead, Tomoya jumps straight up to just stall out a couple every seconds, because every second matters. As you see Kutu also on 8 elims right now. The sword players putting in work.
We have a bit of a tie up top. Funky Fighters and Fish Fam. Llama Records so close as well. This is a close.
No, Rubius va mal ahora,
top 5 so far.
Oh, no.
And I like seeing the Funky Fighters using impulses out of spawn. You get 9 of them, so it's great to throw them off, to knock other people off the point, but use 3 to get a little faster. These guys are all very experienced in terms of navigating basically every part of creative and battle royale, so they can use those quick impulses to get themselves more efficient. As you see Zan go down, Suzu goes down, Scissors go down right there as Lachlan is just cutting them apart. But Tomoya, again, the Funky Fighters come out on top with the Infinity Blades at least, so no points going over right now to the Cuddle Crew.
The Cuddle Crew does not have the Infinity Blade wielder here, so Clitex has to hold it down for now until the leader, the team captain, can get up to the top. If Lachlan gets there in time, he might be able to, but nope, they kind of lose their point of interest, unfortunately.
Es un caos esto, Hay tiros por todos lados, madre mía.
Gonna have to wait a little bit before they get points, but
Vale.
full control. Gotaga unfortunately breaks some of his teammates'
Mía, párate. Ay, perra, tío, qué pesado. No. Mira que Rubius ha empezado bien, pero ahora, madre mía, se ha quedado ahí, se ha quedado quieto. Vale, los peces van muy bien, los peces. 1 contra 1, no, 2 contra 1, 2 contra 1.
Never a solo person. It is always 2, most of the time 3. They get control and then they immediately box up. But while we've been talking about them, let's check in back with the scoring as we're now right around the 3rd mark in a minute out from that 12 point per second circle. And Ninja's team, the Little Whip Warriors, are Little Whipping all over as Tomoya goes up, comes back down. And
los hitos van últimos, pero no dan guerra, Joder.
You don't see anyone else really utilizing the dive straight up into the air to kind of disengage off the pressure.
Ninja mata uno. Va, Ninja va primero, tío. Y el equipo español no consigue ni un punto.
Hello, that was your head. Yeah, you got to be careful because, hey, if all you're doing is sitting there rifling, that's fine. Somebody's going to take a hunting rifle and make you pay. Lachlan goes up, MFYB is just behind him, and Lachlan is able to take that one over. Kaz is trying to do everything he can, and he does get Lachlan, so good delay coming out from there, but opening up about a 20-second lead. But here we go. 3, 2, 1, middle point is open.
El centro se abre, Ahora el ninja se fue. Se fueron todos de verga. Vale, Rubius ha entrado. Oh, no. Ya. Pues iníciate o algo porque os tiene mal el spoiler. Manu, bloqueame, si no te escucho. Bueno, no, claro, no puedes porque estás mirando. Ah, no, sí, si tú miras de YouTube. Bloqueame, porfa, Manu, así no te escucho porque si no me haces spoiler. Sí, o no, que no te escuche yo, ¿sabes? Porque si no te haces spoiler. Claro, va muy mal. A ver. A Ninja le falta más o menos la mitad. Y tienen el centro, tío.
Actually loving that little strat right there. They hold a point, then aim out to where these players spawn in and kind of move in from, just kind of pressure them.
Va a intentar las llamas ahora.
So that's when you need somebody with a hunting rifle to start taking shots and saying, hey, pick on somebody else. If you look this way, you're going to have to respawn. Because if you can get tags, great. But if you don't convert them and into anything, it's not worth it. As I just kind of stuttered because Carnifex is sitting on 23 eliminations. Hand of Blood on 14 right there. That's why the Llama Record Company is ahead right now.
Yes, they were using that 4x.
Mira que se está liando en este creativo, te lo juro, Es una locura este mapa. Bueno, pues van cogiendo puntos poco a poco. La mayoría de gente se están centrando en el medio. Vale, se para. Está parado. Ahora.
Everyone has tunneled in on that center hill, but once you get later into the game, when you need to kind of go up a little bit more, consistent points end up winning out because everyone will turn their attention.
Los españoles van fatal, tío. Mira que hemos empezado bien.
Random hunting rifle shots, builds 24/7 because they see that tick happening. And look, as I say, all the sword players are down there. 2 of them going off. The tac shotguns being thrown up, walls everywhere, but it doesn't matter.
Points that the Fish Fam is just like stealing away the lead right now. But also, remember, if their teammates pick up elims,
madre mía, las llamas, los puntos. Si nadie le quita el punto, las llamas. Joder. Nadie le quita el punto a las llamas, tío. Vaya, los que dentro. Están estos de chill consiguiendo puntos.
Oh, he's holding a trophy.
Look at he's looking around, he's telling him to let him go, man. And that's what it's all about. They've opened up a 100+ point lead, but no contention because everyone is tunneling on the bottom.
Other teams kind of realize, wait a second, you're just up there scoring.
Like, what can you do in this instance? They see the other scores. That leaderboard is running for them. What they have to do.
Espérate que Rubí está consiguiendo puntos. Rubí está consiguiendo puntos. Mira, Rubí al menos puede conseguir aún el tercer puesto, ¿eh? El tercer puesto puede conseguirlo.
They let their guard down one time, and suddenly Llama Record takes the lead. As if Fish Fam wasn't just farming all those points. No, Fish Fam no longer have a free point. It is up to everyone to stop the Llama Record Company here. Because Hand of Blood has 17 elims, and he's going for the middle now. He's got his team ready. Let's see what's he going to do. Hits the vent, goes right in, nice and sneaky. Oh, he's still waiting. Look at the big brain. Collateral right there. It's all his. The center point.
Ganan las llamas, ganan las llamas. Ganan las llamas.
One more goes over and that's it. Llama Record Co. takes the first match. Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex, JJ, and Carnifex are your match one. Step 1 winners right there. Incredibly impressive.
Sopra la muerte.
Well executed gameplay, and they say, Cesar, you can hold that L instead of the trophy. Don't celebrate too early.
Ah, mira, ahí vamos a empezar muy bien, pero pues estamos mirando la final, bueno, de World Cup creativo. Pues mira que Rubí se había empezado súper bien.
They had to make sure they're able to get it. You can see the last few moments, they're already boxed themselves up after clearing out the Funky Fighters, who were the only other contestants. The Funky Fighters actually also passed the Fish Fam in the last moment, which is huge in terms of not only the prizing, but what will...
Bueno, ha ganado un español, El Alex, ha ganado el Alex, que es español. Algo es algo. Sí, algo es algo.
great game to watch.
It's fantastic. Honestly, I love Sky Station Showdown so much because I think there's a level of depth there, right? Everything is wood, so you're able to like kind of hit through it, and the Infinity Blade cuts through all of it right away. But the Infinity Blade wielder doesn't have the ability to build, needs the support from his teammates. So you saw the people who were roaming in packs of 3 and 4 incredibly successful.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. The Cuddle Crew was
¿Ya acabado?
slaying legit so many games.
Ah, sí, estoy viendo la llama, tío. ¿Qué cojones, tío?
Play that split game, it's not going to work out.
You have to convert it into control.
Ya.
As they control the point,
Ya, Rubio no ha ganado.
the other players
Pobrecillo.
are going to be doing that, as you saw right there. And what was unfortunate,
Y los de Rayo, los que han quedado últimos, ¿eh? La squad esta de Rayo. Ah, la primera ronda, vale. Menos mal.
Yeah, you know, I was rooting for Raven's revenge, man. I might have to jump on the Llama record
Sí.
bandwagon.
Really? One match?
Just one, dude.
One match? That was quick. All right, well, he jumps on the bandwagon. We're going to jump on over.
La Revolution puede ganar.
Thank you so much, guys. I am here down on the arena floor with our champions here with the Llama Record Company. Now, have any of you ever played this? Let's go to you first.
Yeah, we had a few training sessions yesterday and we were totally dominating the game mode. So, I mean, we are by far the best team here.
Seguro, espera, mira, te envío otra vez es esta mi idea,
You're very confident, yeah.
Es esta.
You certainly played like you came a little bit from behind there, so your strategy was kind of like to get those points that are slower occurring at the very beginning, and then kind of go into the middle and kind of start dominating near the end. Who made that call?
I mean, that was pretty much me, yeah. Like, we know that at 7 minutes,
the
middle just opens up and you get like 12 points a second instead of 3. So, yeah, we decided to work on that. We weren't that good at first, but we got a strat going. So, yeah, it was pretty good.
Speaking of strategy, are you going to carry that into the later games? You're going to change it up?
We're just gonna
Sí, hace tiempo me cambié el nombre.
I mean, now all of your competitors have heard
Es que cuando acabe esto jugaremos con suscriptores, ¿vale? En el mapa que he creado.
The microphone gets turned off. Now, finally, for you over here, how does it feel being here, playing in front of this massive audience?
It feels amazing, like just a dream coming true.
Thank you. And for you over here, you've traveled all of this way to just be here, be at the World Cup. Is it surreal? How do you feel about it?
It's an experience. It's really nice.
Yeah, and we love Spando.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk about that. You guys got to educate me on that. Not sure what that is. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations.
Manu, una cosa, en mi mapa creativo puedo hacer que la tormenta sea un poquito más lenta para que le dé tiempo a la gente a matarse, ¿sabes? Ah, vale, normal. Luego me la volveré a cambiar solamente, no sé. Cuando tenga un clan me lo cambio.
Clearly had a strategy they wanted to execute on. It took them a little bit to get there, but over the course of the game, they were consistently accruing points.
Yeah, I should have known last night they were going to do good. Saw them on the hotel lobby. They were hanging out, literally as a crew. One of the only creative teams that I saw sticking together like a squad. Should have put my money on them.
Like I said, bandwagon. It took less than one match in an interview, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fully on board. No problem.
Convinced.
It's all good." This set has been so exciting. I mean, who are you
looking
at? Who can
dicen.
test them, and what do you think the next step is to shut them down? They say, "Hey, we have a game plan. We're gonna do the same thing," and I agree. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, stick to that if you're gonna keep winning. But what do the other teams do to now make them uncomfortable? How do you go challenge them?
I mean, honestly, we saw a lot of that team play out of the Fish Fam, right? You wait for your Infinity Blade wielder to come up and then get the team to back them up. You have to work together. And remember, when you catch an elimination, you get mats for it so it can help you build.
Yes, mats and the health back, but the first match is done. The second match is kicking off right now, and we will have a pretty good idea of where we're going. I'm excited to see if they can repeat, and now the second match is underway.
¿Cuántas rondas son al final?
Some players sprinting out, some opting to take some hunting rifle shots as Lawson grabs that Infinity Blade and goes straight up. And you can see you can actually make it to the top if you hit the vent, jump, and then jump again. 2 jumps right away. Fish Fam and Chicken.
No hagas de spoiler, que si no yo no me entero. Más es. Ah, Rubius esta tiene que ganarla, Mira, Rifanta. Querolo también está ahí.
little bit of the first big step.
Venga los pollitos, que pueden. Van a coger puntos ahora. Pero hagas spoiler, que me hagas eso, o si no, muteate.
And what really is important here is about establishing control as a team. You want to stay together and just get your momentum rolling as Ninja goes up, fall quickly by the
Rubius.
Ninja goes first, gets one elim, gets two elim as they swarm from
es que Rubius siempre empieza bien, empieza con puntos, pero luego
one from the front. That was a very well coordinated retake.
Love how they did that, and now they're all holding it together. Kaz holding down the backside, keeping these players off the ramp, but it's Gotaga's squad who's coming up the top here. It's Chappie, and Gotaga dives right on up into it. And doesn't matter, he just gets taken right down. This is what you need to do here.
Six eliminations already coming out from them. Taldock with one, Kaz on 4, and then 2 for Ninja with the Infinity Blade, as Taldock is immediately spraying down shots, making it just a little bit more difficult. But boom, there come the hunting rifle shots, and Taldock is taking shots as well. Out of builds and needs to back up and use his team there, and Gotaga goes straight up.
Oh, they need some builds for their backside because they are getting sniped straight out of that spawn point there. It's Raven's Revenge, who they're just kind of gatekeeping at the moment, right? Look at Chappie's like, dude, I can't even go up right now because the team is up there.
It was a good challenge, and he did some damage, but Ninja was all over it. Now already up to 4 elims, opening up a 60-point lead, but have to keep an eye on the other parts of the map as the Chicken Champions are doing their best to hold the top but get pushed out. Kaz finally gets taken down, but 5 elims on his first life there as Ninja challenges Magma. Will he be able to clean that one up? And he does.
Ninja muy bien,
On the other side, Slam goes down right away, but now we're over on board with your match of 1 winners, the Llama Record Go, and they're already slaying out as well. 12 elims for them, but 0 on Hand of Blood, which is actually efficient, assuming he doesn't need the help. Will have the sword reject going through, but he can't use the build. Right? So other people need him.
He can't build. He also can't get hit right now, so he needs to be careful because he is 1 shot away from getting taken out here. But someone dives right on up. He has to put that pressure down, and it's the Chicken Champion to make a quick end of him. And it's their turn to start accruing points, but no. Chicken Champion leader goes down there.
Good attempted defense from Carnifex. Was able to trade out 1, but now we have 2 swords up top. Gotaga and Lachlan.
Mano comentando ahí.
Gotaga comes out the winner of that one. Other Cuddle Crew team does pick it up there. Just remember, it's 3 points when you're standing in the circle. Uncontested, it has to be the VIP in there. When we hit 7 minutes, there's the 4th circle that is 12 points per second.
This is definitely very intense for Tomaya here, who again has no health. The Funky Fighters are trying to get that dominant lead they had in that game 1. Can they get it? Ooh, knows he's on camera there, gives a little bit of a taunt. And uh-oh, is he going to challenge? No, he stays back, says, you know what, points are more important right now. He's just focusing in on the points here.
And you can see the Funky Fighters trying to prevent that.
Rubius puede.
Very efficient to just immediately, as soon as you come out, have 2 team members ramp up into the left or up into the right, so you can get up to the 1st level. However, Infinity Blade will break that in 1 shot, and you have a ton of rifle ammunition. All of these guys being maxed out on ammo.
Pues esto mucho parkour no es,
These are all the spawn points. You can actually see the banners hanging, so you know if you really want to focus in and kind of shut down a team, you totally can. And Llama Lords are not doing great.
Y para hacer ese creativo es una barbaridad, ¿verdad? Y esto de estos puntos, que ¿cómo se consigue? ¿Sabes, no? Que cada vez que estés ahí te dan no sé cuántos puntos. Ya, pero digo, en el creativo, de verdad, ¿cómo se hace eso, tío?
You don't get the heals. It's really rough, even with the Infinity Blade to heal up.
Rubius tampoco va tan mal,
It's very slow. You can see the tick going up there. It's not something that you're going to be able to rely on, particularly when other players are.
Es que aquí también les da igual matar a gente, solo van a por el punto como locos.
Yeah. It's just the Fish Fam and the Cutter Crew. Lachlan doing everything he can. Zan goes down, but tries to create a little bit of space. It's the headshot from Suzuhu and disengages.
Cutter Crew finally getting a couple points here. It's been pretty rough for them so far on this map here. You can see this struggle just a bit. The story has definitely been Ninja's supreme dominance so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no health, says, you know what? I'm not going to give away 3 points. Might as well go for it. He was so close.
Yeah, you can see him calling out the whites there on the sword, knowing that he needs a couple more shots to get it as we switch.
Rubio necesita puntos, ahora. Necesita aumentar.
Still struggling to kind of get the points. The first time we're really seeing them all together, but Vitex immediately gets ripped from the spawn.
No, todos lo sabemos, no, ya ves que no.
Needs to represent.
Los ositos están cogiendo puntos,
A couple of eliminations. You can see Xandy here. 16 healing, so definitely has some slayers there.
They need to figure
Va, se cargaron los ositos.
Putting things together. They have solid numbers. They're just not getting the right hill time. Maybe it's go somewhere else. You don't always have to go to the point that's directly in front of you. Go contest someone, or maybe just go mess with somebody at their spawn. Delay them so they don't rotate towards you. Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you can send somebody to deny them. Just know that player is coming back over and over and over with likely more resources than you.
Every single time. Look at this. The Little Whip Warriors.
No, tío, muerto no. Las malditas llamas, tío, qué asco dan.
1 minute. That new point capture D will be unlocked in the center of the map.
Si te fijas, ahora mira lo mismo que antes, ¿eh? Ah, no, los helados no estaban antes.
The shift in gameplay that happened. Everybody tunneled it right away, and then the Fishman were able to get back up, but after that, kind of cycled it back in. The center point became the focus and where the win was taken. And right now, Llama Record Co., you said they were struggling.
Las llamas están jugando muy bien, ¿eh?
They're definitely creeping their way right back up. They're about to hit that 300-point mark there. Here we have Svenos just on the point by himself right now, waiting for Hand of Blood to come on up, hopefully. And again, no surprise, Ninja and his crew has found something to point.
And the way they've angled this build is brilliant, because if you come up the steps, you're pushing into somebody's right hand, and on the other side, you're blocked off, as Ninja then just drops down. Stewart 0-0-0-0, and he gets picked up with the alley-oop from Gotaga, as Gotaga comes up with Magma. 1, 2, 3. Ravens out of nowhere, but the Little Whip Warriors don't care. They're cutting down in 3, 2, 1.
Se abre.
MSYB is down there. Alex JJ down there. Carnifex down there. They're trying to set up control right away. Llama Record Co. But the impulses are raining from everywhere.
Hand of Blood really trying to get
Rubio está cogiendo puntitos pues, poco a poco.
Every other captain, but it was to no surprise not effective.
And you can see that the chicken
Rubio no tiene que centrarse en el centro. Si se centra en el centro, si se centra en el centro, mal. Porque lo que va a hacer Rubio es morirán.
Is going to be beneficial, but also just like that, Llama Record Co. is a little bit off the pace. They need to get this center uncontested. However,
es que el centro puede ser bueno y malo. Mira, están tranquilitos ellos, están tranquilitos.
The chicken champions have adopted the strategy.
Fishman are doing it too.
Oh yeah,
they're getting 3 points there. So there's 2 teams who are just hanging out up top, no problem. All the other teams are narcotistic. Raven's Revenge has control of the of one of the other side. So every hill is occupied and full controlled by a team, not being contested. Everyone else is looking at the middle.
Yeah, it's actually working. The chicken champions are right
Rubius
right now. They're almost in the lead here. They just have to kind of hold it down. Honestly, the Little Whip Warriors have to identify what platform they're on and go take it.
Well, this is what happened to them last time. They kind of had a good lead and then stalled out. You need a game plan when the middle platform goes, and you either need to stick to it
venga, Rubius.
Be adaptive, because right now, Chicken Champions, they're being fine. As long as somebody isn't controlling the middle, they're going to be able to have that lead, and you can send one person to just...
Rubio no sea malo, dice.
Here's Scissors.
Ay, como Rubius gane. Ay, Dios mío. Espérate.
Just by slowly, consistently gaining points here, you can see they're breaking those thresholds slowly but surely. and Little Whip Warriors no longer move.
Yeah, Little Whip Warriors actually unseated the Chicken Champions. They're from their control point. They're taking it over. They're trying to get it back. So that's a battle right now. But the Funky Fighters out of nowhere, middle hill, and all of a sudden, just like
venga, Rubius va corriendo, a por lo que era suyo. Vale, Rubius ha vuelto a su sitio.
Down there and trying to push him out, and you can see they're contesting it over and over again, but they're not getting the points they saw last game, falling off the pace.
Yep. They are slowly just battling for this number one. Chicken Champs kind of overtake it now as well.
Una cosa rápido, un momento, chavales. Espera un momento. Dale. Además, si me escuchas, te he silenciado para que si gana Rubius antes de 5 que no me hagas de spoilers si gana o no. Aunque quede segundo Rubius, es muy buena posición, chavales. Los dos están inactivos más que los del... Los que van primeros es que lo que pasa es que han cogido el punto del medio, por eso se han forrado puntos. Vale, los peces siguen ahí. Rubius tiene que coger su territorio, tiene que ir a su territorio ahora mismo. No. Que el problema es que los otros están cogiendo el centro. No van a ganar. Bueno. Por favor, que ganen antes que adelanten a Rubius. No, tío, no puedo creer. No, no me lo puedo creer, tío. A un punto se han quedado. Rubius tiene que adelantarlo rápido. Que nadie deja a estos ganar. Rubius tiene que quedar tercero rápido. No lo puedo creer, no. Va a quedar cuarto. Ah, espera, que están cogiendo puntos Rubius. No, ya está. No lo puedo creer. Todos a por ese. Ay. Que no gane, chavales. En su vocabulario, por favor. Un uso para Shadow. Rubius no consigue puntos ya. No, ya está, ya. ¡Hola! A un punto están, tío. Ya está, un uso para Joaquín. No, pero ya le hemos dado nuestra cuenta, no voy a hacerte en la otra ahora. No, tío, Rubius se ha quedado cuarto. Bueno, GG. Han quedado cuartos, tío. Ese tío bailando. Joder. Pero no puedo quitártela ahora. Luego, aparte ya hay moderadores aquí. Y recuerda, gente, luego cuando acabe esto haremos un jugando con suscriptores junto a Manu en mi isla de Scrims, que acabo de crear una, a ver qué os parece. Vale, Joaquín. Ya está. ¿Y estás suscrita con esa cuenta, Shadow, a mi canal? Ya le he puesto, Joaquín, ya se lo he puesto. Endgame situations, they really just kind of crept up and snuck and took the entire competition. They did, and they were able to make sure that they got time in the middle. Mira, así le ganan a los Rubius, ya veréis. Y la siguiente gana Rubius. ¿Estás suscrito con esa cuenta, Shadow, o no? Más te vale que sí, Un saludo para Álvaro Fortnite GG. Un saludo. Vale. Han ganado Rubius, tienen que ganar Rubius. Han ganado los tíos feos.
Guys, first off and foremost, now I gotta talk about the moment where you guys were just sitting. You needed 1 point left to win. What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like
Ya lo he escuchado, Álvaro. Un saludo.
Losing with 1 point would be terrible.
Sí, Rubius gana ahora. No pasa nada. Rubius gana ahora.
It was definitely devastating. I was screaming in my seat. I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you guys as well. So going into the next games, what do you guys think your strategy is going to be? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? Or gonna mix it up a little bit?
I think doing what we're doing is fine because first game we got second place, second game we won. So yeah, we're gonna try and do the same thing and hopefully win again.
And hopefully have more than a 1 point buffer, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Now just coming over here to you, what
¿Qué hace el gordo este? Es tonto.
Just playing in front of this audience,
Es algo así más rápido que yo.
What is that like?
Manu.
It's fun. That's the only thing I can think of. It's fun.
Manu, si me escuchas, porque ya te has iniciado. El Álvaro este ha insultado en mi directo. Se va a enterar este Manu.
Is it your first time playing together as a team?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Well, you guys definitely make it look super easy. Thank you all so much for being here and talking to me. I'm going to let you get your synergy back together. Sundown and Monster, back to you up at the desk.
Thank you so much, Pookie. And the Funky Fresh Fighters, I mean, their game point has been solid. Second place, first place. Now, I understand why you might want to bandwagon a little bit, but I'm still going to hang out with my Llama Record Co. But I want to talk about the changes we saw from match 1 to match 2 in terms of gameplay, and was it what you expected?
Definitely not what I expected. I thought Gotaga's team was
chavales, de mi directo, chavales.
Right behind the Fish Fam, but as you can see, huge upsets. Anything can kind of go either which way. And I mean, talk about like kind of beginner's luck or something like that. You just put a team together. They didn't practice. They're just coming out here and wiping players up. So a lot of talented players here at the Creative Finals.
I mean, Tomoya talked about it. He was like, hey, when I pick my team, very confident there with their death run ability. Want to see what they do in the elimination race during World Run. But doing incredibly well so far at Sky Station. That's going to be a confidence booster because if you can get the Silver Llama there and you're confident in your ability on the World Run, you're set.
Yeah, you're just one step closer. So with the first place and the second place, they're clearly having a good set so far here at the Sky Station Showdown.
Yeah, it's been very well done from them, but it's still anybody's game. Don't forget, the winner of the Silver Llama is the one who has accumulated the most prize money across, which equates roughly to placements, but you don't get punished if you're placing in that bottom half. 4th through 8th, all receiving the same amount of prize money in each
match.
Everyone is a winner, so you really have to fight till the end, regardless if you're in the lead or not. This is why these guys are going for it, because this is life-changing prize money on the line.
And I mean, we've seen the difference 10 seconds in that center circle. 120 right there, it makes a huge difference, but enough of us breaking it down. We're gonna throw it outside to Bala because he's gonna show us what's up with the tactics. Bala, what do you got for us?
I'm out here at the Fan Festival, and I don't have a bandwagon here, but maybe after this set I'll have to hop on somewhere with Monster. We got a ton of awesome action. I've been watching it, and I have to show you guys what went down in that first and second game.
Mientras yo voy jugando a Clash Royale, yo mientras.
Started off with an amazing take, cohesiveness on the point. Every single time they went up here, they were going from 2 sides, 2 angles, and the sword approach at the center, but made sure that
este se carga todos, el cabrón.
Not to go down. You see there, Hand of Blood and his teammates all backing up. He's going to have an engagement on the side. These sword fights are really easy for him to just mow it down.
Cabrón, se carga todo.
As he realizes his teammates are up on the point, about to get up, about to push the ramps. He comes up from the side, slices and dices, but meanwhile, they ended up falling down the leaderboard. If you look at right now where they're at, they're only in second place. Fish Fam was ahead of them. But all while Scissors was
Rubius
dancing and talking all the smack, telling his teammates to try to get the crowd involved. It was Llama Record Company making the plan, making the play to get in towards the center. Absolutely amazing take in the center on this first game. Led to Hand of Blood staying in that point and absolutely dominating with the super point there.
Venga, Rubius.
2 matches down on Sky Station Showdown, 1 more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at
Vale,
the
que
end
creo
of
que
this,
dice que solo falta
because
una.
I will maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, that's starting to get a little awful crowded, man. Real quick, you guys hopping on those bandwagons. But as you said, there is one more regular Sky Station Showdown match in this set. We will see it again later in the remix version during the Golden Games. And it's been so fun to watch the difference of players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming. And now in this third match, it's only going to get better from these guys.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of team work happening here. And why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here, because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Yes, and this will be the final match of this set. Set 1 after this, a Silver Llama will be awarded, and we are in the match.
Nada, gente, espera un momento. Estoy jugando a Clash Royale.
About to be over, and here we go.
All right, gotta love those players just kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right, because you can see the banners and the designs on their spawns. And a nice look at our captains right there.
And right away, you can see a number of teams finding ramp paths where they're able to use their first 5 materials. Next 5, Sword does the double jump. Boom. Right to the top. Chicken Champions excellently executed.
Pues un momento, por favor, la tengo personas que están en directo, esperaos, ya la leo.
Stopping the funky fighters, because clearly they have been doing some good work together as a team so far. Tomoya is off to the races here, though, sent to run away. Can the Sunshine Soldiers come back? Can the Cuddle Crew make a big appearance for themselves? Because they can
Rubius siempre empieza primero, siempre.
Depending on who has the most victories, really, in the best placement.
Yeah, so
Pero luego se lía.
you will see the fact that they're able to be pushed off right there. Llama record go, putting shots down towards the spawn. You don't want to peek up with the hunting rifle.
Siempre ustedes siempre van primeros, pero cuando se abre el centro, ahí es cuando más se lía.
Ninja firing it off, but gets pushed out by Raven's Revenge right there.
Yeah, Carnifex having a tough time kind of listening in there. Carnifex was sniped from the side. Now we have Taldak here jumping right in from the Little Whip Warriors. He's going toe-to-toe. Otaga's down and out.
So, if I'm the Llama Record Company, and I know I've won a match, and then I did okay in the last one. They were in 4th, so they were there. They were close. Funky Fighters have a win in the 2nd place. Do you send
voy a leer ahora.
to just hard deny the Funky Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Funky Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. Do you think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
Yeah, but the problem is then, the Little Whip Warriors
No
have been
puedo
so
ahora,
consistent, you literally allowed them to snipe the
Madre
competition
mía,
because you
so-
over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the server do that, gritty work for you and dominate the other side. Take that victory.
Ahora tío, van primero los que nunca habían aparecido, Los que antes no habían hecho nada, ahora van primeros.
Breakdown and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top and in a fantastic spot of control right now, building up a 40-point lead.
Yeah, even like Gotaga's team is still in this.
Seguro este chaval que estaba aquí.
Relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe-to-toe, and Ninja strikes him right down. Oh, but hey, his teammate comes on in. Ravens Revenge. Who is that? Magma comes right up to the top. And
¿Qué hace Magma? Se mete adentro cogiendo puntos. ¿Qué hace?
Fortnite Season 2. His favorite aspect of creative mode is actually speedrunning. Always finds new ways to kind of play the game.
I mean, good on him, man. I get incredibly frustrated by that, but then watching these guys do the speed runs and how quickly they go through and how efficiently, it just reminds me why we're up here talking about it and watching them do this creative madness as Scissors cuts through the competition, goes straight up to the lane and right back down. Cuddle Crew not quite able to get him. It goes up again, so right now just denying the Cuddle Crew the points, but we talked about how we want to see more from them right now.
Rubius está en primera posición. Bueno, primera no, en buena posición.
Come on, make a big appearance. Every game is worth so much. You, at the very least, want to be up in that top 4 contestant so that you can take a little bit more home with you. Here it is, Ninja. Disengages, actually just takes down Magma. And hey, I like the strat here. He says, you know what? I got low health. Let's just get back on this respawn wagon. Doesn't even give anyone the satisfaction of stealing the siphon.
I was about to say, no siphon, no materials, quick reset, knows he can get out there, was basically in his spawn anyway. That is the type of competitive edge Ninja always looks to give himself.
I love that. That was like 200 IQ low key right there. It was very well played. But back to Gotaga and Hand of Blood here in the same shot. Hand of Blood just, he can't do much. He knows there's a team up there. Waits for his entire squad to go up the ramp and then hops right to the top. But now back to Gotaga, who's on this point by himself. And he wants to kind of bait him into the close. Can he get the hit? And he does. Talon goes right down, straight to the top.
That was sick, using the jump right
Creo que esta
at the
última partida de todas.
and started to make sure he clipped them from the bottom, dodges the Funky Fresh Fighter out. Gotaga now getting pinched from the side. 3 of the Funky Fresh Fighters up there doing everything they can, and the shots will come out. Trying to find it, and Dracius is coming back up to try and get some defense there for Gotaga, instead just going to disengage.
And it's actually prime movement right there as well. You just see him baiting and switching, going back and forth, trying to get in there, see if he can kind of sneak in and get some extra damage. And here it is, someone's in front of him. He only needs 2 swipes. He goes down, he gets the siphon. Oh, cannot convert another, which would have kept him in the game. His teammates are here though.
We're seeing a lot more points being assorted. It's a little more top-heavy this game, going towards the 10-minute mark right now, with Raven's Revenge and Llama Record Co. 100 points clear of the rest of the field.
Unfortunately, though, the Funky Fighters have fell to the bottom of the totem pole. If they can't come up to the top, they actually are pushing themselves way out of the average, running for the win of this set. So they really need a massive comeback here.
No, que me pasa lo mismo, empieza bien, pero luego no consigue puntos.
13 eliminations already, and bye-bye. Ball's down. Lucky for him. No fall damage.
Yeah, it does reset, and that might be one of those moments where you opt for deny, and in fact, he does saying, hey, I'm at 5 HP anyway. I'll see you in a bit. I gotta respawn.
Smart play for him. Sunshine Soldiers having a spot to themselves as well right now. Not quite sure who they pushed out here, but the impulse is flying overhead. And Gotaga, they're doing so good at holding the point here, and this is why they're in the #1 lead. But they don't have too much cushion to play with.
No, particularly when 12 points per second on that central point. He is open. Gotaga checking his surroundings. No shots coming through. And Arte actually using the door edit and just a little counter edit to make sure that nobody is able to come up and contest him, and just starts raining shots down towards the Little Whip Warriors. Raven's Revenge making their lives difficult this game, but up comes Ninja. Arte goes down. Chappie goes down. Ninja gets the slam. Gotaga, will he be able to find the last hit? Ninja intelligently backs away and strafes it out.
Puede para remontar ahora. De aquí poco se abre el punto del medio, donde Rubius puede ganar.
Stay alive, because it doesn't matter if your team successfully wipes a point. If you don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the points afterwards, then you cannot earn anything from it. Here comes Gotaga. He's thrown himself into the fire, straight into the point there, and he gets taken out. Here it is. Tomaya's team has fallen to last place. Can they make a miraculous comeback here before the 7-minute mark?
Los dos ganadores han sido las llamas y los del pelo negro. Estos, los negros, los tíos negros.
That just shows you no one is safe here. These guys are evolving and they're playing a better game.
Y dos tíos que antes no habían hecho nada están ahí. Aquí va primero y tú va tercero. Yo antes no habían hecho absolutamente nada. No, tío, es que no les dejan. Parece que van a coger puntos. Vale, bien, bien, bien. Van a coger puntos, ya van a coger puntos. Los rubios.
That's right, coming right up to own it.
Cogen puntos.
Rubius doing so good right now. He's from Spain. He actually has a record on, what's it, YouTube for live streaming? 1.1 million viewers, imagine.
Yes, one of the biggest content creators in Spain.
Dios,
will they be able to push down towards the middle? As you can see, and Llama Record Company already down there. We've seen this story before as the Funky Fresh Fighters go in, but you can barely even hear the shots over the impulse grenades going off as everyone's like, no, 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 we've seen how this goes.
The Funky Fighters
need this. The Llama Record
Company need this. So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even with the 12-point one, we haven't seen a lead like this from Gotaga.
Están ahí abajo los de Rubius.
300 points clear of the next team. Nobody else is contesting there. The cutoff
Ah, no creo que consiga Ruiz.
Ravens revenge by just sticking with 3 points. They're in a fantastic spot to win this match.
Yeah, they've actually been very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that.
Ay, cuidado que las llamas se han metido. Ay, que las llamas se han metido dentro. Ay, las llamas que se han metido dentro.
Warriors have kind of fallen down a bit here, but Funky Fighters clearly in last place is not good.
And now, right now, you can see Tomoya coming in, doing everything he can to knock it down. Cornifix challenging as best he can. He's just hanging out inside.
Kind of position and take here on the point. He was hidden, but hey, he has to come out now and defend themselves. It's 3 chickens who surround him and take down that Cuddle Bear. Oh, man.
They're supposed to be the tender defenders, but that was a whole bunch of aggression coming out from them there as they now immediately look and start to take shots. And the Ravens Revenge have now finally been unseated from their 3-point game. So a little bit of room to start for the catch-up, but it is utter chaos at point D as Tomoya gets taken down and the Funky Fighters are still in 8th place.
There's still 55,000 minimal on this game alone here. You want to win this one. Ravens Revenge, can they hold it? Or will Cuddle Crew find themselves a big piece of the pie here? Because we're in New York City, you know, you got to make pizza references. That's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga kind of hopping on overhead. And all right, he wants more points. He's hungry for it.
It's unfortunate they're just clipping off the side as Magma goes down, sitting on 23 eliminations right now. And Kodaga doing his best to find where they want to go, waiting for his team, but knowing that time is running
Esta partida está durando bastante,
middle hill is still open and being constantly contested, but the Cuddle Bear catching up with their steady 3-point game.
Ay, los ositos.
Kodaga goes up right around the back, able to pick up the Elim, and control is rested.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping up and keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
And this is what we were talking about. We wanted to see a strategy come out, something defensive where you can get your control. They have now walled them off on each side, thrown a and they have firing angles towards the other 2 platforms and towards the spawns behind them. Nobody wants to go contest them, but right now, Gotaga, oh, we saw what happened when Scissors did that. Don't count your chickens before they hatch because they're catching up right now. You can see that 12 points ticking over, but they do still have a lead as players are trying their best to deny Ravens Revenge.
Yes, you have to keep him safe. This is the protect the president strat at its finest. Cuddle Crew still gaining points. Llama Records still getting points. In comes the fire from all the other platforms. Cuddle Crew's putting on pressure. They don't want to give him the freebie here.
You have to look at Ravens Revenge, though. Everybody is so focused on the middle. Nobody is going and challenging the top team. You know they're over there. You know they're uncontested right now. You have to be putting shots down there. You have to find the tags under Gotaga. And they got him. They got him the difference now. Look at the Cuddle Crew climbing up on their consistent 3, but they still have control of the top. They just don't have their sword. It's 2 hops to get up there.
That's right, and now Lackland can just sit here. He can just hang out, earn these points. This is what he needs to do, and he's almost there. He is almost there. The first place can be his. Right now, he can take this lead, Sundown.
But they got control at the same time. It's literally taking over a half second. The shots are going. Cuddle Crew has the lead, though. Will the shot be able to go through?
Han matado los osos, han matado los osos. Han matado los osos.
1,000 Gotaga and Ravens Revenge in the closest nail biter yet. Edge out the Cuddle Crew in 2 teams who we said we wanted to see more.
Mataron a los osos.
More.
Are you kidding me? The Fish fans step up and shut it down. Just the fact
está guapo,
they stepped on the point, they couldn't earn points and they lost the lead. They were just a tick ahead. That could have been their game.
I mean, it's just, let's check out
the
you can
puedo.
see the counter in the top right, but the Fish fam going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. No one was at the Ravens Revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that Victory Royale screen pop up when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
We you know, at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other point of a point of view there, because they were one tick ahead. They were
Qué inhumano, aparte, tú hablas, tú lo ves. Ya, por eso tú lo ves tú lo ves adelantado. Entonces si gana alguien ya me spoileas. Ya mi público también. Luego ya por el creativo jugamos todos. Ya, pero que tú lo ves antes lo que va a pasar. Yo no. Lo que es Simano, que cuando Rubius iba segundo, yo lo veía en cuarto aún. Dale, amigo, uno, tío. A ver. Dime, Manu.
¿Cuándo estuvieron? Pero sí que no encuentres la tuya. ¿No dice qué pasa, A ver, Pika, que no te vas a pelear al final, por lo menos.
Vale.
El final no te lo spoileo, eso sí.
Aunque ya no hay más partidas, ¿no?
I don't know what to describe it.
Sí, creo que hay una última.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you.
Creo que no. Me han dicho one more, una más.
Kind of all four of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to just go in there and just kill them.
Me lo han dicho antes.
¿Sabes que tiene que haber una última, no?
Talking through at the beginning, are you guys waiting for someone else to make a
Claro,
move?
se
Or
puede
are you guys
ser.
like, no, we're going in first?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that green point. And yeah, we were able to control.
Ya ganan los cuervos, tío, que antes no habían hecho absolutamente nada.
And yeah, we were able to play our game and play what we want.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
Gracias.
¿Te ha dado un dislike? Es la pregunta.
El Álvaro ese, tu suscriptor. Tu suscriptor ha venido diciendo vengo de parte de Manu y luego nos insulta porque sí. ¿Qué pasa? Pues un moderador ha silenciado antes que lo haga yo. No ha venido, nos dice PUTOS feos. ¿No vas a la Marcheto? Nos ha dicho eso y ya está.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for Sky Station that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to you for score. So if you want to go and try and make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your points, but you can effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this. And occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only pushes forward. All of those are
No, Marchetos.
by just putting pressure on another team.
Cuando acabe esto, hacemos PvP.
I think when we see the remix for this, it's going to get even more exciting.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. The Funky Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2, and then you kind of flop game 3. Depending on where they went, their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really, really, really harmful. But luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in itself. So there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay par. So 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there. So they should still be at least in the running, but you can't be comfortable.
No.
Like, not at all. It's so incredible, and now we are going to go over the stage. We have the results, and your set one winner is the Funky Fighters. The last match was not enough. The singular win in the double goes over to them. They will have that first silver llama, and there he is throwing it up. And I mean,
Mía, párate, por favor.
They did it. I thought maybe it wasn't enough, but it was. Love this celebration right here.
You kind of are like, it's a little, I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but it's like, oh, you kind of like get pushed out in the last
no, ya dan los trofeos. Con el tiempo, Que no lo habrá conseguido antes, pues lo habrá ganado. Pues ya ha acabado, ¿no?
The next match, another team has to win both of them. But such a great job from the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting 2 top 2 plays finishes, one of them being a win.
I actually love this area. They're all getting together, showing team harmony. They're clearly happy. They take the first set. That's amazing. They're off to the right start, really. They can get another 1 or 2 of those, and this entire creative finals is theirs.
Well, and again, we talked with Tomoyo beforehand, and he was
Últimos.
like, yeah, we're really confident.
No, últimos no. Últimos no, es imposible. ¿Qué último no hemos quedado? Mafioso, que te baneo, ¿eh? Mafioso. No, uno que me ha dicho Karagay, me dice. Vale, ostras, hemos quedado octavos, tío, ¿qué narices? Mía. Que bueno, que Manu, que son $10.000 para cada chaval, de Rubius. Y los primeros, mía. Qué pesado, tío, mi perra, Y los primeros $25.000 cada uno, ¿no? Sí.
Of 4. There's still tons of creative games to be going on. I mean, it's been so good, and like we talked about earlier, we have a never before
acabado. Vamos a creativo, Manu.
And game mode for you guys. Now, I know we released Prop Hunt. It's something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played Red Light, Green Light at some point in time, right? You've been there, you've done it. I know, whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a red light, green light prop hunt version where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. You will rotate through every single one of the rounds.
Yo también. Vale, es verdad.
How to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get those points. There are 4 rounds per match, Monster. And how do they score?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once. And while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves. So when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under the guard tower. So it's actually really difficult. And like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light, / prop hunt style. This is a pretty tough game mode. We played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is just completely different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Highlights. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have the denial. You're able to plan strategies, right? So hey, maybe I want to run.
Mía, cállate, mía. Qué pesa mi perra, te lo juro. Que había como pequeño, medio. Claro, creo que es Prop Hunt esto, Creo que es Prop Hunt.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke.
Es Prop Hunt esto, es Prop Hunt, creo. Sí, es Prop Hunt. Si ganan con un objeto grande, el Manu les dan 10 puntos. Si son objeto mediano, 5 puntos. Y si ganan con un objeto pequeño, son 2 puntos.
Teams will rotate their roles over the course of 4 rounds. Each team getting 1 turn as the guards. Their objective, to defend the incinerator from the other teams. Armed only with revolvers.
Tienen que meterse ahí dentro. Tienen que llevar cosas allá abajo, vale.
Vale.
The
bigger the prop, the more points.
but be careful. Being bigger means you're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully. Every few seconds, the guard teams will be blinded for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance to run for the hills. Or rather, the pit. Once a prop reaches the goal, they respawn at their home base to start over, running as many props as they can before the match ends.
Sí. Bueno, los de arriba son de puntería, los de abajo, táctica. Mía.
After 4 rounds, each team's points from their prop rounds will be combined, and the team with the most points wins the game.
Mi perra es muy pesada, ¿eh?
So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, crates, and gnomes, and enjoy the Junkyard Juke.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for that update. That's Junkyard Juke, something that has never before been seen. It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky.
Venga, aún Rubius puede ganar, puede ganar.
That go into it, things you can min-max on, and also
Rubius
just a
puede ganar.
level of ridiculousness that I enjoy so much. Just seeing somebody turn themselves into a literal dumpster and then try and weave their way past, it's a lot of fun.
Let the memes come to life here as your favorite.
What, you talking about my gameplay again? God, that's so rude.
Tournaments and dumpsters, literally. We'll get to see that unfold here as, I gotta say, this is a frustrating game mode. It's very difficult. You guys are gonna see why. It is gonna be tough for some of these guys to bring in those big point objects. And that's just
Vale, estoy mejor con subs,
who can score the most here?
Who can score and how
creativo,
well
no
are
sé.
you playing defense? How well do you coordinate? Who is watching the right angles? And it's, again, it's gonna be
Manu.
interesting to see. Do they switch up their strategy?
Yo estoy por irme a jugar con subs.
Because there's so many different things you can do, but we are about to have the world premiere of
No,
Junkyard Juke.
Manu, yo voy a jugar con subs ahora.
Number 2, the funky.
Ahora mismo.
Sí, no me aburrí un poco de eso.
Pues venga, voy a hacer el juego y...
Pero bueno, no, mírate un poco que voy a hacer un PvP con uno que me ha retado. Ah, claro, no lo tengo como amigo, Marchetos. Vale, vale. Yo voy entrando al creativo yo, mientras lo pongo en público. Claro que lo tengo por como amigos en Marchetos. Al Marcheto. ¿Qué? Espera un momento, me tengo que salir. ¿Ese era más melo? Hay en Marchetos que no lo tengo como amigo. Bueno, creo que sé cuál es su idea. Vale, Shadow. ¿Qué? Ah, que puedo ver mientras juego. No me jodas. Puedo ver la final mientras juego. Me parto.
Run coming out from X-Sandy into Moya, utilizing the air conditioners to find their way to the end. Benzor and Alex JJ desperately trying to get in. Alex JJ with another 10-point prop, and Hand of Blood gets picked
no
up
puedo creer,
just
tío.
before. That would have been a huge swing.
Puedo ver la final mientras juego.
Soldiers in first place with 35 points.
They are finding their rhythm here. Sunshine Soldiers taking the lead right now. This is a hard game mode to break free in because you got to think about it. These guards are not playing around. They are shooters, right, at heart. And at the end of the day, if something looks off, something looks odd, like this white vent right here, you're just going to get popped. So you got to be careful here. And there it is. Nice job of hitting the brakes here. And, oh, he hits one of those trapdoors. Let's talk about that, Sundown.
So you can actually see it. There is the little tiny springs. They launch you upward. There's a couple that can be chained into each other. But if you
Marchetos, amigo. Me voy a editar un momento una cosa.
You are just quite literally sometimes flying garbage.
Yeah, but you know, it would be too easy if we didn't lay traps around, right? So, you know, gotta kind of spice it up for the people that are turned into props too.
So you can also, actually, the people who can turn into props, there's one pathway where you can chain 2 of them together. So if you can get there, you almost land directly in front of it. So as long as you time it correctly, you can like use them slightly to your advantage, but most of the time they're a little bit more annoying. And boom, you can see that rusted truck going in. And now the Funky Fighters pulling out another lead, 60 points so far.
And this is something important to know,
Okay.
guys. You have to get it into the incinerator, fully processed before
¿Cómo se ha
the timer
silenciado?
counts down, or else your
Se
point
silenció
will
solo,
not be
creo.
processed.
Which is a big thing on the min-maxing. What we mean by that is maximizing your efficiency. So if you were to get the most points possible, you run only 10 points the entire time. Not only because they're worth more, but they take less time to sort because they're the first one that goes through. The two-point props are able to run, I don't want to say relatively easier, but much easier compared to a dumpster and a card, particularly because you have cover. With that being said, take about an extra 3 to 4 seconds to sort, so it makes it that much
No sé, mano, se me ha puesto solo.
plus being only 20% of the point value.
That's right, so Clytax there has chosen a big object.
Se me ha puesto solo
Action
esto, tío.
and Zond over here. Smaller objects, they're kind of blending right into all of the dumpster trash. Clearly harder to track down and kind of, I guess, how do I say this? Sort out, right?
Yeah.
Amongst all the clutter here.
Exactly. You want things that don't stick out, or you want to find a path for an object that you can take all the time. So you notice how there's a section where there's like 4 or 5 rusted cars. Grab a rusted car and go park yourself with those, because yes, the guy knows, oh, there's a bunch of rusted cars there.
No quiero, no quiero.
Oh, there's
Así
still a
ve
bunch of
también
rusted
como
cars
van.
there. I'm good. Next thing you know, the prop walks his way up. You can also, as you're running, walk
Sí, sé cómo se quita aquí, pero no quiero.
Whatever you have that bound to, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping, so it will send you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
And this is also those moments, right? When you're in the guard, oh, someone spotted there, pop them. Tamoya, nice job seeing something out of the ordinary. But notice, he gets an elimination on the object. You don't earn points for that. So it's just your job to stop everyone from getting any kind of points.
Ah, es como un BOV el minijuego este.
And you're not scoring.
Porque se pone en negro. Se pone en negro, es como cuando... Sí, es un BOV.
Right, because then it's all about how good are your pressure. And one other thing you can see, starting to fire through the screens, very well done for them, picking up an elim there. But right now, Kadoku already wresting the lead away. All 3 of them sitting there. And it goes through as 2 more dumpsters throw themselves into the fray.
Yeah, and that's because the Funky Fighters cannot earn points here in the guard round. The Sunshine Soldiers using this opportunity once again to just break away even closer to taking the lead. And the Chicken Champions can't earn anything either.
I love that from Clytax. Right away, hides himself behind the box, and you see his hands. He's like, please, please make sure it's not there. And then boom, gets the point, gets a nice little selfie going in. And you can see all of them getting sorted there. Another way, I'm all about the min-maxing. Point your camera towards the end. A little bit faster.
Estoy aquí, chaval, estoy aquí.
Pika.
Dime.
Que te he devuelto 15 o más euros con tu código.
Madre mía. No, eso es imposible.
Ya la volverás a entrar.
Pero te ha gastado 15 euros. Ah, vale, vale. Venite a mi isla.
20 euros.
To get all the way through and sorted on the point as the rest of the denial comes through, and we're going to rotate the guards up again.
Esto está guapo verlo aquí al lado.
This is honestly Chicken Champions
Pika, nos vamos al stream.
Venite a mi isla,
Que ya estamos, pero estamos aquí dentro.
Ya lo sé, Ahora os saco de ahí.
Pika, ¿me puedes desilenciar de mi cuenta?
No, es que si lo estés iniciado sin querer, Sau. No sé por qué esto va cambiando la descripción y vende como que te he silenciado. Son 5 minutos. Una de estos escribe y te vuelve a dar moderador, que creo que este se ha quitado solo. Una vez que se silencia a alguien se quita.
Pika, ven aquí donde estamos encerrados.
No, ahora de la lista, Manu, una cosa, mírame, Manu. Ven. Aquí nos faltaría algo, quizá. Tengo más de estos. Voy a poner un par más. Vale, lo voy a chavales. Lo voy a dar ya.
Vale.
run out. If you think something is suspicious, or if you just want to take a shot at it, just a shot. Yeah. That's the worst case that happens. You miss. There's no accuracy stats going on there. If something looks suspicious, don't let it through. You're the guards, and you want to deny as much as possible. And again, every match is important.
Esto ya es una persona normal, pero...
Manu, ¿qué hace? ¿Qué hace? Ah, vale. Sí, mal. Ya está, ¿no? No, lanzadera no, porque está muy cheta. La lanzadera mejor la he quitado porque está muy cheta.
¿Cómo se quita?
Ah, tenemos que haber hecho que no fuera tan rápido también la zona.
Es un poco raro ponértelo de la esta, ¿eh?
Vale. Añade modelo, ya te lo he vuelto.
¿Alguien sabe cómo quitarse el directo de abajo?
Yo sí.
Sí, yo.
¿Cómo?
Dale, o sea, le das a lo de amigos de Pika y todo eso y abajo te pone detener.
¿Cómo?
Le das a lo de los amigos.
Ajá.
Qué raro, le pone abajo detener.
No lo veo. Ah, vale, ya. Esperad, no me mato. Ya está. Uy.
Antonio, tío, no seas tan ratilla asquerosa y voy a por él. Madre mía. Madre mía, que intenta matar a Pika.
Ah, tío.
Pika muerto.
Su escopeta más rápida.
Con tu código me he comprado el pescadete, la mochila esta, la capa y el machado.
Por eso me han subido tanto los céntimos hoy.
Ya.
Espérate un momento. Porque bueno, en realidad centavos. Casi $1 más subido con eso.
¿Qué dices?
Espera un momento. Que voy a cambiar la zona a ver qué tal se está haciendo una cosa.
Pon la zona un poco más lenta.
Sí, porque es demasiado rápido. Y la partida iba lenta.
Ojo, cuidado que Rubius ya va sexto, ¿eh? De ir a último sexto.
A ver.
Ah, no, pero es la última ronda, tío.
Entonces en vez de 1 minuto y 50, ¿no? Pongo 2 minutos.
No me hagas esto, Rubius.
A ver qué tal, sí.
Rubius, no me hagas esto. No sé. O sea, no hagáis un pecho frío, por favor. Rubius, me quiero. Me ha tocado el loot machetado.
Le he una cosa. No.
Vale, así está mejor,
Ostras, que viene ya lo conmigo.
Pero qué hacen, trae jarocho.
¿Qué es Camer en mano, te lo juro? ¿Qué es Camer en mano, tío, que no me ni gana?
No es escamear, eso es romper.
Ah, se muere por la tormenta, tío.
Es que, nada, tío. Y claro, tienes que poner a 5 de daño, está 10.
No, a 10 es lo normal.
No, que ponga la tormenta más lenta y ya está, y así.
No, sí, ya está lenta, ya está lenta, ya está. Lenta ya le he puesto más.
Es que tienes que ponerte, o sea, tienes que poner lanzaderas, pero para ti mismo.
No, sí, eso ya hay. Si no me toca es tu problema. Es que hay 16, hay una...
Tocar, no, que te lo pongas en el último.
Que no. Eso está muy cheto.
Qué cheto.
Que sí, tío.
Nadie lo utiliza, Porque para las tormentas, cuando estés dentro de la tormenta es imposible salir.
Para eso hay las granadas también estas. Este es de skirmish, este mapa, en realidad.
Sí.
Manu, si te fijas, este mapa sobre todo es muy skirmish, porque como hay bastante hueco aquí libre, tienes que cubrirte, porque si no... Luego miro de hacer algunos ajustes. Luego para la noche miraré de hacer algún ajuste más.
Marto, se quita mucho la tormenta.
Se quita 10.
Una vez que estés dentro de la tormenta ya no te puedes salvar.
No, no, ahora sí, ahora sí. Ahora sí, Manu. Que ahora sí te puedes salvar. Va bastante lenta ahora. Antes era 1 minuto y 30, ahora es 2 minutos. ¿Sabes? Antes corrías igual que la tormenta.
Lo que explicas del Manu, tío. ¿Tú hace cuánto que no te bañas, hermano?
¿Quieres venir así? ¿Qué vas?
No te tapo, tío.
¿Qué vas?
El hermano juega tecla y ratón, ¿no?
Sí.
¿De qué vas, tú?
Esto es más interesante que la World Cup, ¿eh? DJ Manu. Yo también me escucho doble.
¿Quién es, tío?
Silencia a todos y ya está.
Ya, pero es que no se
Silencia, solo hay dos posibilidades. Ya está. Ya no se escucha doble, ya no se escucha doble.
Vale, eso es.
No, pero yo no he silenciado a nadie, ya no me escucho. No es nadie, creo, no sé. Yo no escucho nada ahora.
Tío, hagan otra vez los de la llama, tío.
Bueno, que al menos hay en español dentro, ¿sabes?
No, me alegro porque hagan al compañero que fue de los hijos.
Se me ha quedado pillado.
No, es que hay un subnormal que se ha ido.
Está dos ahí dos.
Saca a todos, os pasa igual, ¿no? Yo el único...
Yo estoy fuera de esto.
Yo es que no puedo hacer nada, yo estoy aquí quieto. Ahora.
¿Qué narices? ¿Por qué yo estoy aquí fuera? Que yo he empezado fuera, chavales.
Ala, me ha tocado la peor escopeta del juego.
¿Qué estás viendo tú, Valde? Vale.
cómo sale el plato de Kruken. Tío, que no puedo, tío, me bajo esta escopeta de mierda y encima el otro.
Ay.
What the fuck, la capa se me ha bugueado.
¿Y tú tienes el estilo adicional del pescado, no?
Sí, de la World Cup sí.
Nada, tío, eso sí va a rata esta, tío.
¿Quién sonido?
¿Qué pasa?
Los muertos guapos.
Ah,
¿Qué pasa? ¿No os cae bien?
a mí sí.
Todo un poco Pika.
Ah, ¿te gusta? Dani, entra, que esta es mi isla. Crea una isla de skirmish. ¿Qué dices? Venga.
Madre mía, hermano, tío. Me le he disparado y ya estaba recibiendo.
Ja. Manu muerto.
Ahí voy, niños.
¿Yo qué he hecho, hermano?
Ya. Solamente luego más tarde la decoración que cambiaré será quizá ponga un cactus o algo de piedra por ahí, ¿sabes?
Dejo como de mierda tu isla. Con cariño.
No, que ya verás, está guapa, ¿eh? Solamente los alrededores, el tema alrededores cambiaré algo de los alrededores estos. Como es que esto azul queda un poco feo, ¿sabes? Esto azul de aquí queda un poquito feo, entonces solamente hago un cambio en eso. Y así azul queda feo. ¿Verdad, Manu? A que en azul queda un poquillo feo. Ahí raro.
¿Qué?
Los muros estos que queda en azul quedan feos. Solamente hago como el desert zone, ¿vale?
¿Podrías demostrar o ocultar? ¿Qué pone este demostrar o ocultar?
Al directo de...
Yo no quiero verlo.
Pues ocúltalo.
¿Cómo?
Le das a opciones y debajo de mi isla.
Ya lo he dicho. A ver, ¿dónde me voy?
No, que yo no he hecho nada.
Sí, todos los huevos los cambios.
Sí, luego haré unos cambios en la isla. Vale, si me disparan entre dos...
Bueno, esta de...
Pero encima no doy ni una, ¿sabes? Que estoy rateando.
Dispárale, a mí no. Va, tío, es que me disparan entre los dos, tío.
¿En serio que yo?
Porque me disparan entre dos. ¿Qué quieres que haga? Que estaba poca vida. Y él tiene una pama azul, yo no. Dani, ¿has visto mi vídeo de la isla de PvPs?
No, ¿y esto?
No.
Tienes que verlo. Es las mejores islas del mundo de PvPs.
Joder, mira que es malo el mono este.
¿Qué?
Este con su vida.
A ver, más bueno, seguramente sea más bueno que yo y que Pika mafioso los dos juntos.
Que va, hermano. Y si es mejor que
No, Pika es más bueno.
Pero es que lo que pasa es que yo hablando no soy bueno, ¿sabes? Ese es el problema. No, porque no puedo estar en directo y hablando con vosotros y escucharos a la vez.
Ah, claro, ¿no?
Y jugando yo. Aparte que en todo el día no he calentado, que no he calentado en todo el día.
Bueno, 100 de pilla empezamos, chaval. Y ahora me he echado. Ya está pasando lo mismo que antes. Yo estoy de la isla, que esto es un boot de mierda fornite. Tú, Pika.
Dime.
Salte. ¿Y quién tiene la puta mierda música esa de
Hermano.
Pues esta porque molesta.
Pero que la música es buena, la música es buena.
La música es game shit.
La música es buena, que te lo aseguro yo.
Eso, no puedo.
Escucha aquello. Y yo si los de la isla voy a entrar, que tengo que... La voy a meterme por culpa de esa mierda. ¿Ya te sale? ¿O te sale?
Me mata el otro por detrás, tío. Me mata el otro por detrás.
Perdón.
Cuando el otro estaba poca vida, tío. Lo iba a matar, no ibas a darle, lo mataba.
Yo tengo un muerto, Pika, y te sabes que si no puedo entrar.
Voy a morir. Es que el otro, tío, es de mierda, tío.
¿Te sale el Pika
Coño,
o
si
te
no me
sale?
toca al lado de ninguno,
¿Pero
¿por qué
entra?
quieres que haga?
¿Por qué no te deja?
Que no, tú, que con puta mierda busques, no sé por qué me pasa a mí.
Ah, vale, espérate. Acaba esta ronda, acaba esta y me salgo.
Cuando termine la ronda me voy a la central solo. Una puta mierda.
Acaba esta y me salgo.
Unos 2 de ping.
2 de ping, pero tú, ¿qué wifi tienes? ¿El de la NASA?
No sé, últimamente le daba más. Lo que pueda hacer. ¿Quién te ve la World Cup?
No puedes pelearte con nadie porque ya te está apuntando.
No me tires,
Ya, sí que vas a hacer algo para salvar.
Hostia, el escondite de la pava esta. Qué buen escondite, loco.
Ahora te vas, ¿no? Ahora huyes, ¿no? Ahora sí huyes, ¿no?
Corre, perra, corre.
Qué cerdo, tío.
Ahora sí huyes.
Qué asco de acá,
LOL, el Sistor, chaval. ¿Quién se ha escondido el Sistor? ¿Quién se ha escondido tú? Dios.
Corre, perra, corre. Ah, no, escúchame. Ah, no, que no me detengo.
Me da miedo de los creativos, tío. Yo quiero ver cómo juegan solos.
¿Por qué Manu siempre tiene mejor escopeta que yo, tío? A ver si me tocan a mí. Vale, me salgo.
No, tío. Me deja poner la trampa, qué puto asco. Me ha vuelto a la central.
¿Qué pasa?
No me queda el directo. Bueno, eso sí, esa canción se queda en música, hostia, eso sí. Deja de ver al coño, puto bonco.
¿Te vas tus muertos guapis y abandonas o no?
Es que me mierda.
¿Tus muertos guapis abandonas o no?
Si ya he abandonado yo.
No me sales abandonado, Pero abandono grupo yo.
¿Y ahora?
Abandono grupo.
Point profit, that's not an insignificant percentage there. Like, that's going to be able to help your team, but you also need to set your feet there as Kororo didn't hit the crouch button. It was like, I see you wiggling a little bit there. Yoink.
There's Ninja, Ryan, Rasa, Jackie, and many others still in the running here. Just kind of peeking around to see Tyler shooting straight through the curtain. It almost looks like he's beelining his shots down the aisle there, trying to see if he can get anyone trying to exit out. Zan sees one pop up in the air, and I think he might have clipped that person out.
nobody is watching that side. Oh. Fish Fam needs to communicate better right now. Nobody was covering that other side. We saw two. But right now, Llama Record Company still holding the lead, sitting at 100 points. But don't forget, Fish Fam are up on top right now. Are the guards, which means they're not scoring points.
So fast. Ryan Bronze is so fast here with this prop. Even moving it, he doesn't care. He's going all the way for it. He's got to watch for traps. See the fear? He's like, you know what?
Pika, inicia o te rompo la puta piedra. Ahí está.
Luego hago unos cambios en la isla que ya estoy viendo unos cambios para hacer. Uy, el Rubius puede quedar tercero, el Rubius, puede quedar tercero.
Lleva el Rubio, tío. Qué suerte has tenido, Pika. No sé ni cómo te has sabido ese día, ni lo sabes. Y yo como spameo el puto mano.
Qué pesados todos contra mí,
Llevo unos 60 la mucha
Y yo. Con mi puto muerto, el puto mano de mierda y lo que saco por ahí.
Es muerto,
Y yo que soy el gilipollas te voy a rushearle al puto niño.
Rusheale. ¿Por qué esto no medita? ¿Por qué no medita, tío, el juego? Va, me muero por la zona. Me muero.
Buah, clavazo. Y yo ya estoy muertísimo, hice 6 de vida. Lana muerta. Voy a puto noob spammer, tío. Vete a spamear a tu puta casa, nunca.
Que yo también te quiero, esto es muerto.
Aquí el problema de 3 personas es que cuando uno dispara a los dos que están luchando. Esto mola con 10 personas, este mapa.
Y que muy grande el mapa, Pika, te has pasado.
¿Qué va?
Pero me has cerrado.
Que solo vemos pocas personas. Es que...
No, pero no, pero que no es grande, ¿Pero qué habla?
¿Cómo que no?
No, lo que pasa es que la zona presiona.
Pues no sé, pero no te la gigante.
No grande, ¿Qué va?
Pues polla. ¿Cómo que no lo es?
Que no, Manu.
No. Como que no, tú un robo muerto, como que no es grande.
Que no, me vi al Manu, tío, qué cerdo.
Uf, casi me da.
Bueno, eso sabes.
Cuando estoy apuntando al Dani me viene el otro. Yo abandono y voy a hacer unos cambios en la isla, porque... no sé.
Maricón, tú muerto, hijo puta. Tu gilipollas, Pika.
Yeah, this is going to fucking be the fucker. Pika, ¿qué haces con tu vida?
Vale.
Del especial, voy a intentar hacer lo máximo de currado posible a mi parecer, aunque con una cámara web no es espectacular.
Vale, a ver.
The Little Whip Warriors don't score big right now with all big props. It's going to be all over in 3 seconds. And it's not gonna be enough here because the Chicken Champions, they actually pushed the lead even further.
Did you see what happened at the last second?
They did score.
No. Raven's Revenge grabbed a 2-point prop, hard ran all the way through, got it in, right? And then that pushed them from 4th into 3rd. When we talk about every little interaction mattering, that was it. But the Chicken Champions, one might be able to say that was excellent. They were able to tender defend that title for the match 2 victory and putting them in a good spot to contend for the set 2 Llama.
You can see the excitement there on their faces as they just realize, hey man, we got this. We're in the running here. The Junkyard Juke could be ours.
And you can see they're still playing gameplay right now. Like, they want to know, what can we do more? That play you did right there was awesome, but they want the next because there's just for each one of the sets, and a win there would put them in a fantastic spot to get the 2nd Silver Llama. You need that in order to be in contention, and if you're able to split it up away and deny it from the Funky Fighters, the field's wide open.
Yes, it's not over yet. That's just another team who takes the victory here, making it that much closer of a running so far. And we saw the Ravens Revenge kind of sneak up too. You need as many points as possible. The bigger the placement, the better the prize as well for the round. So you can't just give up either. You got to push it all the way to the final moment.
And hey, hats off to whoever's call that was on Ravens Revenge. That was a brilliant decision, showing exactly why you all Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals, why you're playing on that stage. Those are the big plays, but again, brilliantly done from the Chicken Champions. Consistent runs, stuck to their statues, stuck to their routes, and took the corners. And now we're actually going to have a chance to talk to our Chicken Champions, the Match 2 champions. Zeke has them up there on the top floor. Zeke, what do you got for us?
What's going on, guys? I'm hanging out with the Chicken Champions, guys. That game was insane. Feathers were flying, and you guys clutched it up. Did you figure out the strategy? Because you guys were well and ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, we practiced yesterday, and everything is thanks to this guy. This guy always goes for the 10 points, always, and he always gets it. So thanks to you, man.
All right, then I'm coming to you, Mr. Carey. What was the strategy? How did you get the 10 points in there? Was it the same every time? Did you switch things up?
Yeah, I go for the 10 points each time and do the same strategy, and it seems to work.
So in this intense game of red light, green light, were you like stopping early, or were you just like going as far as you could go and then waiting for someone to spot you and stopping, or what was your plan?
I'm taking it very patiently.
All right, now over to you guys. What do you guys think of this game mode? Has it been everything you thought it's been?
Yeah, it's great. We had a game plan. We definitely did what we came to do, and that's what we expected. So.
Very well executed. You did not lay an egg. All right, final question for you. I want to give you the chance to tell the world, you know, all the fans something. What do you want to tell them?
Thanks for the support from Spain for the other world, and my team is it's good in this mode, and will we win the next match?
There you go. The excitement is real. Gentlemen, congratulations. Best of luck going forward. We're sending it back your way.
Brilliantly done there from the Chicken Champions. Thank you so much, Zeke. They're excited to be there. They stuck to their gameplay. And shout out to Bensor. The one thing he was looking forward to on this trip, he wanted to play in front of a big crowd. He got that moment, running through, securing that for the Chicken Champions. And immediately El Rubius turned to him and was like, it's all him, man. He put the team on his back or put the team in his dumpster. I don't know. That normally that wouldn't be a good thing, but in this circumstance, hey, it worked out for him.
Yeah, another prop to Kyoto as well. The only, or one of 2 controller players here, you know, in the creative finals. So very nice of him to kind of represent for those guys as well. And again, just showing that he's got the moves out there.
He had the moves, was able to find the right angles, and now we've seen some developments from match 1 to match 2. Yep. What was the big thing that stuck out from you that was different?
In that last one, honestly, finally seeing someone pick up those 2-point props, right? Using those are points right there. But with that, we'll jump over to Bala. We'll take a fun look at some of the things that developed in our last few months.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, the Junkyard Juke is developing nicely. Everybody's starting to figure out what all the different tools and props they have available to them. So with that, we're going to hop into some of the tips and tricks that I've seen from the Junkyard Juke so far. We can roll the clip right now as all these players. The first thing I want to point out is there are these springboards. Unfortunately, Danyan gets picked out of the sky there. Not too happy about that, but Moving on to Tomoya using the statue. This is one of the interesting scores I saw with the statue, those higher point objects being useful. Scissors here with the springboard, the recovery, and just barely doesn't get into the incinerator at the last second. And then here we have Tomoya, we have again, just an awesome run towards there, looking like a scene out of everybody, crossing the street at the same time. Here's Tracius hitting some amazing shots through the black. And then he just continues shooting, just hoping that he can get a shot. This is the other team, the Cuddle Crew, sure they have coverage on all angles. Finally, Tomoya made some amazing calls. We'll listen to them in a second, but this is what he did. Always timing it perfectly so that he can get in and make sure that his teammates also go at the same time and make it into that incinerator. So we're gonna head and listen to what those communications were like from Tomoya and team. In this one, they made sure the countdown was perfect.
2, 3, 4, 10. I got 10. I got 10. We are 10. We are both 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Oh, they kill me. If they don't kill me, I score 10. Don't 1, 2, 3,
I got 5. I got 5.
I got 10. No, he killed me. We are strong team.
Yeah,
I scored 0 in the second round. That's the problem.
I scored 0 in the first one, so like we are all close points.
There you go. The Funky Fighters, they won the first Silver Llama. We're gonna see if they can win the next one. We got one more match here on Junkyard Juke to go, and we'll see who will come out on top with the Silver Llama from this. Guys, back to you.
Thank you so much, Balla, for that great breakdown. Listening to the comms, that's one thing I hadn't considered. I always just kind of like, yeah, it's going to come up now. But these guys all on gone talking, have one guy counted out. That guy's just like a metronome, make sure he has it on the dot every single time. Brilliantly done from them, but will they be able to take back that top spot? We've seen them do it. If they can grab that Silver Llama, they'll be in such a good spot. But right now, they aren't seeing the same success they saw before.
Yeah, you want to get the Silver Llama, but to get there, you got to make a new strategy. I think that right there, there was a lot of information in that bit right there. You kind of noticed the team synergy, and he said something very important in his interview there. Talked about being patient. You really have to be patient. You can't let the frustration get to you. You saw Scissors very expressive on the cam. Just, it's hard to get the pointer, and that's what I talked about before this whole thing started. I said, trust me, this is a lot harder than you guys think. You might just, oh yeah, I'll turn it into something and run it through. Nah, man, you're gonna get shut down.
But I mean, it's just like, if you think about it, it's the mental aspect that really comes with it. If you're able to frustrate somebody else, then they're that much more off their game. And these guys are all great at that, coming through from some of the Death Run qualifiers. It makes it that much harder. But thank you guys so much for joining us here. And again, don't forget, there is a fantastic, awesome event-specific merch starting here right now, today on the 26th. You can also get it on retailrow.com. Make sure you celebrate the event. Remember it, grab some from your friends, your brothers, your family, people who couldn't be here, and celebrate the first ever Fortnite World Cup.
Yeah, you saw some of your favorite pros and competitors here rocking that new swag. Definitely loving it. All types of collaborations going on here. I love it when Fortnite releases new gear, It kind of allows me to always spice it up.
I'm always a fan of anything Fortnite swag. That's pretty much like 98% of my wardrobe at this point. I mean, love the logos, love the bright colors, but enough from us. Match 3, set number 2, the final one on the original version of Junkyard Juke before we see the remix later on. Are you guys ready?
That's right.
And let's begin. Perhaps the most, who will push out to the lead, and can anybody upset the Funky Fighters who took that first llama? You need to make sure they don't get this one here, and basically everyone's first place.
Yep, and you can see there, Taldeck did land a shot straight through the curtain. Very nicely done. Another kind of lane, right? You want to look at your lane, see which lane is available to you that's easy to maneuver the objects you want to bring through. Clivetex, for example, here, is using a bear. There are no bears in this section, but he says, you know what, it's all good. I can sneak this around.
So the big thing with the bear, though, that you don't really consider is the coloring of the background. You're in the junkyard. You're a little bit in one of those desert biome situations. There's a lot of kind of muddle grounds and mortars around there. It makes it that much harder to stick out. However, if you if you grab the snowman, you're just really flexing on everyone. It's like, yeah, I'm a snowman. I'm a snowman in the desert, and I'm going to score on you.
That's pretty hilarious because, you know, we haven't seen anyone pull out the weird objects in the back end for good reason. There are a couple other fun ones back there. If we get a pan around later, you'll probably notice a big old snowman or something like that. But with all this money on the line, there's no way anyone has time to play around like that.
You can't play around because every single one of those runs matters. And right now, we see Sunshine Soldiers swapping over. They've already put in 2 2-point props, so you need to be slightly more efficient on those runs, but good job getting on the boarding consistently. And as we say that, 5-pointer goes in, boom, they're ahead of the Funky Fresh, who have had a singular 10-point run. So trying to get every possible point. It's all about min-maxing efficiency.
Honestly, the Little Warriors are doing a great job at defending here. They all have a ton of eliminations. Taldeck at 6, Taldeck at 5, Kaz and Ninja both tied at 7. That is pretty good. They're shutting down all of their lanes. These guys are not here to play. Remember, as you're a guard, you don't accumulate any points, so it's good. They're knocking this out the way, and they're doing a great job defending.
Keeping them out, making sure you find the right lane angles, and also sometimes just putting shots out in the right spot. You just need to be able to consistently deny as much as possible. And Taldoff, that was sick!
I was like, are you behind that? Yep, what's that? Didn't see that there before, didn't see that either. Taldoff doing a good job so far, spotting things through the curtain. Let's see if he can find another here with a random shot. Oh, something landed. That's why you don't want to hit those spring traps there.
They make it so difficult when you're a larger object coming back down because it's just so much motion on the screen. When everything else is still, if you see that thing falling through, like, it's an easy shot. And particularly for all of these players up there. I mean, Gotaga and crew, everyone on Raven's Revenge, him, Magma, RTA, and Chappie, all have been able to hit their shots. And then, I mean, Little Whip Warriors is a team of pitcher shots.
That's right, and there it is. Last opportunity to make a point have just concluded, and that was the first round for these. So we're going to switch up the guards now. Little Whip Warriors get a chance at, you know, trying to earn some points, and as do the others. The next round will begin.
That dragon's so cool. That's so cool. Look at that.
Yo, almost looks real.
Yo, shout out to the observers. That shot right there, that's really cool. Big fan of it going out. And as you can see now, round 2 is underway. This is the final match on Junkyard Juke of set 2. And right off the bat, 2 archery targets and a water heater marching on out.
Yep, that archery target is worth 10 points, though. So if you can bring that all the way through, it's one of the, I guess, smaller, large point objects. Aqua doesn't even care. He's impatient. He saw the blinds open up. He just kept going. Svenoff did pump the brakes, though, even right here. And notice, stops it very early. He's just trying to blend in and get as many points as possible right here.
Ooh. Did get picked up. It might have been the book there. That's the one thing that you need to note that makes it very difficult about the bullseye or the archery target is the fact that because it has those placed legs, you have to be deliberate about where you're setting down. Otherwise, you're like, boom, right there. That book would be a giveaway if somebody decided to look down and double check that box. But there's 6 other boxes around, so relatively safe. Good path chosen there from Tyler, and opts to stop and being, you know, a little bit of patient, and might have cost him there. I think he would have had it if he had just go full send, and I think he thinks so too.
Yo, it makes me laugh to see him scratch his head, his jaw drops like, oh, being so close and not making it through is so unfortunate. Taldeck is going to find a little bit of success there as the Suezo, and you saw Alex J for a bit is very close to scoring as well. Here's Zan from the Fish Fam, representing, hugging really close to that cactus. So long as he's not pushing through it, yeah, he is going to be able to sneak on out. He kind of hiccups there. He's going to go all the way. He doesn't care if the curtain comes down. He sneaks right underneath Tamoya and his team up top. Funky Fighters are at 35 points now in the guard tower. They can't earn any more.
That was a great run there by Zan. Now you can see Svenos waiting for the blinds to go down, making sure he can find an angle, and then pushing in towards. Needs to be careful of that spring right there, but doesn't matter. Gets picked up anyway as he's like, hey, there wasn't a card there before. Alex JJ now looking to find a run. You can see Fish Fam and Llama Record Code currently hanging out at the top, but again, haven't had the chance to be up there, so can be expected. Alex JJ now 2 targets, both running out good stops at the same time, but particularly if you have 2 people taking the same path as the same item, it kind of has a little bit more of a benefit because you're like, yeah, those were both there but mine. There's no way those are both props.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, you know what? Honestly, if you see a bunch of the same things, they blend in a little more. It's when something's an oddball that you really start to shoot. So maybe it is a good idea to time it, right?
But there's split spawns, so you don't always consistently. There's different spawn points around the map that have the different exits as you go out, so you can coordinate with a teammate. Or what you can also do is sort of bait somebody else to do it, right? So you see somebody who's running an archery target, and you're like, okay, I'm just going to grab that too, and then you follow their path. And if they get picked up, oh, well, you look slightly more natural, particularly if you're that much more patient. And you can see Svenos is actually doing that right now with Carnifex, both of them going into the box. Svenos does hit the spring, is hanging out behind the car, and will get the score. That was a great run.
Yeah, he actually recognized where he was not looking down in the right direction, so he took advantage of that. Fighter let his guard down for just a second there, and he did manage to sneak on through. So that was the big point there in the final seconds, as this round is now coming to a close there. Next round is going to begin. We're going to switch up the guards. Take another look.
No dancing, just props and shots going out from the guards. Round 3 kicking off in the final match of set 2 at the Creative Finals. Who will be able to take that second silver llama? And right now, you see Bensor is going in for the 10-point prop right away. Kutu does get the Mimic, but then opts to go for a different route as players are starting to feel a little bit of the pressure here. You can tell they need to score points. It's the first time we're starting to see some gnomes out there and another teddy bear on the run.
That's right. Kantaka representing here. He's putting himself straight behind every object that he can. I love that they're using the smaller objects. It's so much easier to score with those. When you bring those big ones out, it really is hard. He actually put himself inside the truck. You see that? He's following Kuta so close here. Just got to use him as bait, really. As you get behind him, he's safe.
Yep, because they don't think they're going to fire twice in there. That's the benefit of it. But right away, you see Kaz, Taco, Chappie. Great little run there from the Little Whip Warriors. That's going to push them back into contention. There's 65 points currently, but a dumpster going in from Hand of Blood. There's another 10 points for Llama Record Go, pushing them up to 90. And they were the winners of that first match. So if they can hold on, they know they'll be the guards in the final round. They need to build up as much of a lead as possible here.
Carraro actually has 15 eliminations, so he had a super successful guard round. But the Chicken Champions need to get picked up here. They need these points. And there it is. He's doing a lot of work for his team, showing that, hey, I can push us up here too. Just gonna go ahead and take that 5-pointer, throw him right over the Fish Fam now. And they're in the top 3 running.
That was a great run from him. Corner peeked the entire time, made sure nobody was looking for him. Like, he was barely threatened, but right now, Bensor coming through. The Chicken Champions, can they overtake in the last minute? That's 10 more points. That is going to go through for them, and it starts pushing up. Llama Record needs to get in some runs. The Chicken Champions will not be on the defense with them for the last one, so they're pushing it through. Right now, it is the Sunshine Soldiers and the Fish Fam up there, so they're doing their best to delay everyone. Xandy gets picked off by Tyler, and now Carnifex is chilling in the back on that rusted out car. Hand of Blood just barely avoids the shot. Oh, saw the hitbox going through there. The Tracers finding a way through the window, but not enough as Tracy gets in. 2 more 10-point props also going over, and we're seeing, I think, a little bit closer of a score here, minus the fact that the Chicken Champions haven't shot yet.
Yeah, this is pretty rough. Neither have the Llama Company. The Llamas have not shot, went into the guard tower at all. You can tell because when we go to their POVs, they don't have any Olymps, so they have not taken a run yet.
Yes, excuse me, I misspoke that, meaning the Chicken Champions had already shot.
Oh,
the fact that they're already up to second.
They're doing great.
Llama needs to press on it. The only team who really has a definitive lead right now is the Chicken Champions. Effectively, they're up 30 points on the rest of the field because Cuddle Team and Llama Record Code both have to shoot next round.
Oh boy, so if they can't secure a big lead here in the last couple of seconds, if something can't get processed, oh, the poor Burger at the very end.
Burger did not get processed. We like it, never frozen there. Brilliantly done. Doesn't find it. Great work from coming out, and Carnifex doing a great job. Round 4 will begin. It's going to be the last match, and we're going to see what the line is going to be. Who is up in the tower? Who will be able to defend? And can they hold them off? Again, it's Llama Record Co. and the Cuddle crew up there.
Gotaga.
It's already up there. You can see the Chicken Champions were able to connect, so it's all about can Little Whip and them catch up. They need a fantastic run, and they have to do everything to the knife, and you can see right away already tunneling in on those 10-point props.
Yeah, the Cuddle Crew cannot earn points. The Chicken Champions already have the lead. They just kind of continue to press on here. Llama Records are up at their run, but it still matters. There's so much on the line for depending on each game, right? Each game is worth so much. You still want to hold your placement regardless of what. This is still a fantastic game for all the teams in the top 3 right now.
And I mean, we saw the Ravens come up huge in their last match, pushing all the way from 7th into 3rd because of clutch last-minute decision-making. Right now, Little Whips are trying to do everything they can to catch up with the Chicken Champions and not deny them, and just still sticking with the water heater runs, trying to get as many of those in, but the Chicken Champions are still stretching out their lead. They have a 25-point lead, which means the Little Whip Warriors have to either start fast running with the 5-point props or switch to 10-point props. They cannot catch them doing a patient 5-point strategy right now. They won't have enough time with how good the Chicken Champions have been. They have been the prop masters so far.
Yes, they have. They were doing so good, and oh no, Ninja hits a huge spike there. He's trying to dodge, and he's so close to making it through. Very, very close. Here comes a 10-pointer from Taldock. Sneaks it right in. That's great for the Little Whip Warriors. That's actually going to throw them over the Llama Record Company right there. Cuddle Crew actually is somehow up. The Little Whip Warriors actually went to 2nd place now. They're so close to overthrowing the Chicken Champions as well.
It's going to come down to the last final moments. Can the Little Whip Warriors get the runs they need to? You can see Kaz is taking the corner route, trying to find whatever he can, and he's doing it very well so far. Avoiding the jump pads there. Pretty sure Ninja called those ones out on the run since he hit them on the last time. You can see they're only 20 points down. They're all on 5-point props right now. They will be able to do it, but all of a sudden, Fish Fam is right there as well. They're only 25 points up. Here comes a rotation of prop. 5 points will be coming across for the Little Whips. Fish Fam also getting it, but Cuddle Crew does finally get pushed up there. Brilliantly done. 15 points now separates them, but Ryan gets one in for the Tender Defenders, pushing it back up to 25 with only 30 seconds remaining. Be safe. Oh, apologies, hidden so well. He was the statue going on there. And as you can see, hits the jump pad, stays on the corner, will get it in. That's going to push them 30 points clear. But as I say that, Fish Fam catches right back up. 19 seconds left, Monster, in the final match of set 2 on Junkyard Juke. Can the last-minute scores come through? 25 points. They need a run of 10s. Kaz got in. The box is coming just behind. Fish Fam gets picked up. The Chicken Champions have done enough to round out the final match. Brilliantly done in match 2, repeat at match 3. They are the Chicken Champions. Excellently done, and they defended their crown.
That's right, and you have to give props to everyone else that managed to kind of hold a top 3 lead, especially right there in those final moments. The Little Whip Warriors, the Fish Fans really coming up at the end there, bumping up their prize earnings, because every round everyone's a winner, but you can earn just a little, you can win a little bit more.
Yeah, it was just brilliantly done there. And these are actually the creators who helped with this. Brilliantly done from them. Some fantastic gentlemen. Thank you guys all so much for your help in making this mode come to life. Some fine gentlemen up there. The creative builders were at that game jam out there, spent hours and hours, and it really blows my mind to see what they're able to do in this creative mode. Because like, I'll go in, I'll play some stuff. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. And they're like, oh yeah, after 20 minutes, I have this full game mode. Here's how the scoring works. Here's the barriers. I'm like,
that's the magic of creative, right? These unlimited possibilities, really, when it comes down to coming up with these game modes. We've seen tons of fun ones, obviously developed not only for the creative kind of fun side of the community, but the comp side as well, right? There's plenty of great game modes out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the guys out there playing Storm Wars. We know you guys enjoy it, but that was a fantastic way to close out set number 2. And honestly, I enjoyed Junkyard Juke. It was fun to see kind of the definitive playstyles come out. Patience ended up being key, but players started finding the diagonal runs, knowing that like, hey, I'm gonna stick with the statue because this is my comfort, or like, I know on this run I can be blocked by this tree and this dumpster, and I only show myself once. But again, brilliant from the Fish Fam and Little Whip Warriors to push up and pass those guys in the last moments, pushing them into the top 4 and earning just a little bit more of that prize money.
That's right, because they want it all here at the Fortnite Creative Finals, and it's going down. So, you know, you love to see it. We've seen a series of, you know, I guess, different people succeeding, right? And all of these, the Chicken Champions really kind of came out.
Well, that's what, again, I love about all of this and about creative. There's so many different skills that Fortnite isn't all about one individual thing. You see these guys and what they're doing is incredibly well. Able to execute the game plan, talk with their teammates, come up with something new, and the Chicken Champions elevated. They were clearly better than the rest at Junkyard Juke, but the question is, will that continue when we get into the Golden Games? Right now, we're going to get a chance to speak with the Chicken Champions, who's up top with Pooks. Pooks, what do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with the Chicken Champions, who surprisingly didn't fly the coop. They put on an absolute clinic today in the creative trials. I'm here with Rubius. Now, you guys won the last game as well, so 2 in a row. You guys had a pretty great strategy. Do you want to kind of talk me through that a little bit?
Oh, what can I say? It's the power of Norway, the power of Spain, and the power of Detroit. Like, we're crushing it and we're a chicken, so we're good at hiding. Like, we're not good at shooting and stuff, but at hiding, we're the best. The best strategy, I think, is, well, let him take the big stuff, and we are like the supports. Like, we take the small stuff, the 5 points and stuff like that, and the trick is, don't tell anybody, but the trick is to go in the corners. Like, no one is watching the corners. It's the same.
So no one is watching the corners. I hope all of your competitors did not hear you just say that. Now, he said that you were in charge of taking the big items. Does that put a little bit more pressure on you?
No, it's good. It looks good, so.
So you guys have a ton of confidence now. You have won 2 games in a row. I'm so excited to see how you all perform in the rest of the day. Going into these next games, do you have anything you're going to change, or are you going to keep things the same?
We're just going to keep things the same, stay consistent, keep well ahead, play slow. That's really it. So.
And finally, just for you there on the end, I just want to talk a little bit about, you touched on the diversity of this group. Now, I know you guys have really not played together much before. What has that been like, coming together, playing here with your teammates from all over the world?
It's amazing. I shared these moments with my team, and the next mode, it's amazing. And when this parkour, I think my team is very good in parkour, and I win. We win.
You guys are so confident. I love it. Hopefully that carries on into your next games. Congratulations again, guys. Thank you so much. Sundown, back
Can I
to
send
you.
some love to Twitch chat? Let's go.
Twitch chat. Twitch chat. There we go.
It's everywhere, man. Thanks for the plug out there, El Rubius. Fantastically well done. Love to everyone all over, no matter where you're watching, whether it's Fortnite.com/watch, on Twitch, on YouTube, in client, you're loading up all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for all of this and being here. Set 2 is done. It's wrapped up. But, I mean, we saw a big shift in the gameplay. We saw a lot of different changes going on. And it's going to be interesting to see what ends up converting into the Golden Games when we see a little bit of a remix on it. Not going to spoil any surprises. I know, it's fine. But I'm just curious to see who is able to then take their gameplay and enact it when you get to think on it. Because you get to then process and be like, okay, we were this close. We were right there. If we had maybe like a little bit more aggressive, or like maybe if we were a little bit better on defending, or maybe one person picked a different lane, the result could have been different. And these guys have been so good at adapting to the circumstances that I have no doubt that the Chicken Champions aren't just going to comfortably sit on top.
Yeah, not only that, they gave away some strategies, so we'll see if Bala outside can, kind of break that down and see if he can give us a little more insight on everything.
Thank you so much, guys. The action is heating up. It's also heating up outside. Trying to cool off a little bit here at the Fan Festival, but awesome games of Junkyard Juke, and Chicken Champions seems to be racing away with this one. We're going to take a look at some of the moments from that last game and how they won. So here, first off, just having a good time in the front, and also maybe flexing a little bit their trophy that they may have just secured in terms of a llama. We'll find out that later. But their strategy the entire time, they said it before in the last game, they're just trying to go for the high points. They're just trying to score these, at least getting not those 2 points that Monster was advocating for, but go for the statues, go for the boilers, all those things that net you tons of points, and that's how they came out to a lead. Here it is again, them just cheering on. We have the reactions from the Chicken Champions on their win as well. Nice trophy lifts. Maybe they'll be doing that later on here. The statue using that to get above the opponent's vision, their field of view, so that they can't see, they can't hit their shots, and the reactions of the win. Just bliss as they win their second game there on Junkyard Juke. Absolutely amazing stuff, guys. I can't wait to see who's going to earn that and who's going to continue on towards their path to the Creative World Cup champions.
Thank you so much, Baller, for that in-depth analysis. Now, I know you guys want to see the standings. We want to see them as well. Unfortunately, there was a slight little hiccup. We want to make sure everything is right because this is a huge moment for all of these guys up on that stage. So while we sort that out, we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the standings after set 2 and then move into set 3, which is the world premiere, never before seen world run. So if you need to go do anything, go do it now. Take your bio breaks, take care of everything you need, and then we will be right back.
Hey, my name's Magma, and today I'm in New York because I qualified for week 4 of the creative trials for Godiga's map. I'm really looking forward to showing my skill set off and meeting all the players and showing everyone what I can do here. When it was first announced that there was going to be creative trials, I was really looking forward to it because it was all I did pretty much 24/7. I looked at it as an opportunity. I find after playing Battle Royale, when creative first came out and Scissors released his first death run, I just instantly sort of, took a liking to it and I enjoyed playing it. And I guess from there afterwards, when I found there was money involved with doing death runs and stuff, that sort of caught me and caught my attention and I started playing more. So with my team, my captain is Godiga. He's a French content creator, and my teammates are Chaps and Ardia. I think we can do really well at the Creative World Cup. I think our team has a good combination of the death run skills, but also the shooting and building and the good chemistry we have in the team. I think it can really make our team do well. Magma and my team, Raven's Revenge, is going to do really good in the World Cup, and we're going to smash the rest of the competition because we have the Battle Royale skills, building, death run, we have it all.
I am here in the production pit. I am in engineering row right now. I am joined by my friend Peyton, and he does the robotics. Let's talk a little bit about that. What do you do specifically here?
We have a bunch of robotic cameras around the arena that we shoot different angles from, and we're able to pick up shots of the players that are playing the game. We also do a lot of crowd shots, so we're able to shoot the audience and get some really great reacts for both the stream and for the front of house feeds that go up on the screen.
You guys heard it. If you're out in the crowd this weekend here live for the Fortnite World Cup, show us some energy because Peyton is going to be looking for your reactions, and you could end up on stream.
Do you want to play with it, see how it goes?
Of course I do. That's not even a question. I'm so into this right now. This is amazing.
I'm Scarlett. I've come from Japan. I'm happy and excited to be playing with so many players that I've seen on the internet. My favorite place to drop is Fatal Fields. If I win the Fortnite World Cup, first I want to buy a house, and then I'm going to eat a lot of food.
So heavy. World Cup 本戦.
I'm definitely going to win the Fortnite World Cup, so keep cheering for me.
Hi, I'm Fortetto and I'm here to compete in the Creative World Cup. I competed in most of the trials and was really excited when they announced the bonus weeks after the original 5 were over. And I competed in the Jaded 100 level map and I had to speed on 100 level because really good. I really enjoy all the different styles of maps and death runs that there are, and I really enjoy speedrunning them and trying to get good as time as I can. The moment I found out that I qualified, it was just insane and I wasn't sure if I was going to before that, and it was just crazy that I am here. And Fortetto and the Sunshine Soldiers are going to win because we have 2 captains, so we're twice as good.
What is going on? We're getting some good practice here in the Fortnite World Cup Creative
finals happening very, very soon.
No, I don't know.
It was a great map. I mean, it mixes a huge new element into the game. You know, you got to protect the person with a sword, capture the objective, but my team, great teamwork, and, you know, we kind of pulled through right at the end there. It was awesome.
1,000%. You know, so being able to kind of get your hands on the map, you know, before obviously the big moment.
It's nice.
It's huge. It's huge. And so, like you said a second ago, this is a brand new way of viewing Fortnite and playing Fortnite, which is incredible.
Exactly. It's super exciting to see what people come up with, and then also turning it into a competitive aspect and put it in the game and make this tournament. So
it's amazing. So any general kind of thoughts, concerns maybe about strategy? I don't know.
You know, I think we won, so we know the strategy.
All right, listen, this is practice still. We've got the big moment coming up very soon, but do you want to shout out your team real quick?
Yeah, no, we've got some speedrunners in our midst, actually. We've got Tyler, we've got Zand, and Suzu. They are all speedrunners of death runs. And as you know, later in the Creative Cup, there's going to be a death run involved level, so we're going to take that one home too. Inspired
by the creative man, Scissors himself has made many a streamer, many a content creator very angry with a death run, myself included. Great job with the practice round. We'll see you very soon.
Excited. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. We are here in day number 1 where the creative finals are going down. The stadium is jam-packed with fans from around the world who have traveled here not only to watch us crown World Cup Creative Finals champions, but also solo and duo champions as well. I'm Zeke, this guy right here is Bala, and we're getting ready to hop back into all of the action. Now, I think, you know, we've seen a little bit of the first 2 game modes. We got to see a little bit of Sky Station Showdown. We got to see a little bit of that Junkyard Juke, but there's actually something that Sundown teased, and that is the World Run.
The World Run coming up next is an awesome, you know, it's something that I think a lot of these players are used to.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be very, very comfortable here. We'll have to see whether the challenge of the obstacle course will be, you know, anything that these guys can balk at, or if they're going to be able to just cruise through it. We'll see. It's going to be fun, though.
Well, it's going to be really interesting, right? A lot of these players are very familiar with death runs, and it's very, like, mechanical, right? Yep. If you know how to execute, you can get through these obstacles, but you have to kind of get your eyes on them first, figure out how they work, and then make it through. So I think it's going to be very interesting, very fun for everyone here, and all the players as well. I'm hoping to see someone make it to the end. I don't know that anyone will, though. We'll see.
30 coins, and from what we've seen in practice between us and other people, it's very difficult, so we'll see. We'll hop into the overview and stuff like that later, but just to give like some examples of the things that there are, there's, you know, the trap, trying to trigger them, making sure you move. Impulse grenades are in play in this. There's some lava, all sorts of treacherous things you have to get across in this world.
A lot of Neo jumps as well. And again, massive shout out to the 17 content creators that helped put these maps together. Mad props to you. You know, their hard work is being shown here on the stage. And these guys are at home, here, of course, playing it as well. In case you guys forgot, I'm Zeke. This guy right here is Baller. We're getting ready to jump into these next matches. Get you guys up to speed with all the format and all those things. You kind of tease it, but we'll get there in just a moment. And very quickly, the Chicken Champions were actually the winners for set number 2, Junkyard Juke. Let's take a look at them right now. They were overall victorious of that last set, and there you go. The Tender Defender is there in person to congratulate them, Bala. Rubius and his team, they worked hard for it, and they are the victors.
Yeah, they're warming up for the next run, but they know now they earned the Silver Llama for that set, so it's 1-1. Chicken Champions are earning their Silver Llama right now. They're surprised because they were getting ready, but here it is.
Rubius is like, wait, do I actually get that? Is that actually mine? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, you know, they are the current set winners. They have a Silver Llama for themselves. So that's now 2 different teams that have a Silver Llama. With only a few set matches left to go, I believe, you know, if the Chicken Champions can secure themselves a second Llama, that would be huge for them and their team, but we'll have to see how things go for them.
And the timing of the Silver Llama couldn't come earlier because they're about to hop in. This is definitely a you know, a booster for them in terms of their emotions, in terms of their confidence going into the world run, because it is precise, it is difficult. You have to make sure that you hit it, otherwise you're wasting time. It's going to be a race between these guys to get as far in as possible, so that confidence boost is going to help dramatically in this last normal set.
Yeah, for sure, and it is actually a race. The world run. It is similar to a death run with a bunch of obstacles. Let's go ahead and talk about that and everything that surrounds it. So there's actually 30 coins in the map. Whichever team gets all 30, the fastest or as many as possible until time runs out will be the victor for that round set. You know, like I said, these are insanely difficult obstacles. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be forthcoming. I'm going to be vulnerable with you, the Fortnite fan. Listen, the farthest I got was 14.
So bad.
Okay, it's actually really difficult, and I'm by no means a death runner. By
These
no
guys
means.
are the best, You
guys are gonna
There's
fly
a death
through.
runner. In terms of this map specifically, it's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those obstacles right now. So go ahead.
We're going around the world in this new creative team, Death Run. In this challenging new creative game, 8 teams of 4, led by some of your favorite content creators from around the world, will compete to collect all the coins in their lane faster than everyone else. The first team to collect all coins in their lane wins. If they don't finish, the number of coins they collect will determine their placement. If a player is eliminated, they'll respawn at their most recent checkpoint. Any team member can grab a coin for their team, so players will have to work strategically to gather all of the coins before the 10-minute timer runs out. It might sound simple, but it ain't easy. Players have no mats and limited items they can pick up along the way. Each team will have to use teamwork, communication, smarts, and speed to make it to the top of the leaderboard and take home their piece of the $3 million creative prize pool. Ready, set, run.
Zeke, I do not know how you just did that while you were here. That did not sound like you here at all, and I didn't see your mouth move.
I'm magic. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. But yeah, World Run, you got a little bit of sneak peek there. We're getting ready to hop into these games right now. Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and do that. I think this is going to be very, very fun. We are getting ready. If you guys here in the stadium are ready and excited, let these teams hear it. Let's hear you right now. Man, that's so weak. No. Okay, let's pretend the first one never happened. Like I was saying, if you guys want to let these teams know how you're feeling, let them hear it. Yeah, that's what I like to see. And now the game begins. Here we go, the world premiere of the World Run.
See how they do out of the gates. They are open now, and it's all up to these guys to start hitting their first jumps, and people are falling left and right. A couple of first coins are taken, and everybody seems to be off to a hot start. This is really like off to the races here.
Man, Turtle and Zand are already flying through these first set of challenges. Again, you know, these are the very, very top of the best of the best of the creative world, right? They've worked all 8 qualifier weeks long. They've made it through with their team captains, and now they're here. So once they figure out these obstacles, be prepared to watch them fly through them.
And the first couple are relatively simple. Here's the double doors. I think are probably the first like one that you have to kind of know or see it in advance. And then here, the impulse jump into the tire, into the castle, and 3 players have already made it all the way there. It's neck and neck between most teams right now, 10-8.
Bro, I'm so mad. Do you understand? I literally had to play this to completion, all 12-minute rounds, 4 times to make it halfway, which this is the castle. And these guys got it in like 3 minutes. I'm upset.
Hell, this is why they're the World Cup creative players, and you are not. You're here casting.
That's cool. I'll hold that L, I suppose. I'll hold that for sure. So there's a few challenges here in the castle here, Bala. But as you saw there, Karora actually took a little peek at it. There's these little bumpers, and that'll actually send you upward into the next, basically, tier. So the most optimal strategy here is actually to leave two of your teammates behind, send 2 up to try and gather more coins faster. Because otherwise, you're just going to dedicate too much time, and you really want to maximize your time in this world run.
And there's definitely a couple coins that you want to get as fast as possible through here. They're trying to get the half slides through with the chiller traps. Right now, nobody seems to have figured it out just yet, at least in the view that we're watching. But meanwhile, the Fish Fam and the Sunshine Soldiers are up to 13 now, but still neck and neck. I believe all teams are now inside of the castle, and we call this kind of tier of the difficulty for these obstacles as they move up.